First off, happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Welcome back. I'm joined here with Liam again. Before we get into the Friday the 13th discussion, I want to follow up the M3GAN discussion since we mentioned it last podcast. It's kind of a box office sensation, and according to Deadline, it's already getting greenlit for a sequel.
Wow. So I'm guessing that there's no closure at the end of this then?
I don't want to spoil the movie. You got to wait and
I was
see.
going to go see this, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to, because you were telling me about it, and then I saw the edited clip from the podcast go up. So I was going to go and watch it in theaters. It was either that or The Whale or The Menu, because they had the Menu still showing. But I didn't end up seeing anything, which I kind of regret.
I see so many comparisons to Chucky with this movie, but honestly, it's not. It's different enough to be like its own thing. And one other thing, we forgot to rate The Chase for the second movie. So Can we go back to that? And actually, I have a chart now, and I added it up for the totals. So I'm just going to review it again.
Okay.
So for the first one, you rated The Kills a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Characters a 2.
Yep.
The Chase a 3.
Okay.
So in total, you gave it a 7, right? In total, I'm adding up the totals now, and it's interesting because it's interesting to see like what we think about it. Really, I gave The Kills a 4 in the first one. Characters a 2, Chase a 3, and a grand total of a 9. So 7 and 9 for the first one. And here's what we need to do because we've got to rate The Chase for the second one. You rate The Kills a 4.
Okay.
You rated the characters a 5. What are you gonna rate The Chase?
I'll rate The Chase. See now, let me think about this just for a second.
It's the one with the chainsaw. He falls on the chair unintentionally.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh man. Well, see, like the second one though, like I don't normally think specifically of the Chase. I think of like the very end where it's like the psychological part. But I don't remember it being. I don't remember it being like bad. It's kind of just like mid.
I didn't think the psychological part was that bad, honestly. I thought it was pretty cool that they tied it in with the first one. Attempt to tie it in with the first
one.
My problem was the stupid jump scare at the end, and then it turned out not to be true. I don't know. That was kind of a ripoff of the first one, which is also a ripoff of another movie. So it didn't ring true to me.
So the psychological
it seemed
part.
Like fake.
So the psychological part is like. That's basically what we're going to be basing the
psychological part and the chase at the end. Like once all the remaining characters are killed off, you obviously
and then it's just the two.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a 4 because I think the psychological part and the fact that Paul fights back, even though it's a little funny because she just stands there and just
like,
watches.
Oh my God, Paul! Oh my God!
Oh my God, Paul! Hopefully you're okay. It's not like I can do anything to help you. What would you give it? Or what did you give it?
I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3?
Yeah.
So yeah, I give that a 4 out of 10. So then what's my final score for that one?
Wow, it's a big one. 13.
Yeah.
Very fitting.
Fuck. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hell yeah, it's fitting. Dude, I think the second one's... I like the second one. I know that we disagree with it, but I like the second one. I think the characters still are some of the strongest characters in all of Friday the 13th.
My grand total was an 8. So
wow.
You see how the difference is. I understand why you got so offended.
I did.
About the second one. You really like the second one. All right, future Ethan here. I forgot to mention the part 3 results. For kills, Liam had a 3. I had a 4. Characters, Liam had a 1. I had a 3. For the chase, Liam had a 4. I had a 4. And for our totals for part 3, Liam had an 8. I had an 11.
Jason's reign of terror is over. Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Let's get to that name first off. 1982, the third one is a success, but not quite as good as the first and second one. The slasher genre, as new as it was, is already becoming an old thing and a wearing out only 2 years after the first movie. You know what? I don't think we can go any farther than this, so let's try to finish it. Let's attempt to finish it with Friday the 13th, the final chapter, they bring back the old makeup guy. Shit, I'm blanking on his name.
I'm pretty sure it's Tom Savini.
Tom Savini. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
look at
right.
that.
Thank you. They brought a director, Joseph Cito, who also directed other slashers as well. You know, he knows what he's doing, and yeah, he knows what he's doing because this is probably my favorite one out of the series.
Okay.
It's just the perfect mixture of like camp and horror and goofy moments and it's perfectly paced. The characters don't get on my nerves. What are your general thoughts on the movie?
Okay. So I kind of figured this would. I figured that this would be your opinion.
Yeah.
Now, originally,
Why is that? I'm curious.
because it doesn't take itself too seriously as 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's more evenly spread out with the kills and like the character development.
Is that why you like it as well?
So I like it for a couple reasons. I think my main reason is so I don't think the characters are as believable and as like well put together as 2. However,
I mean,
really,
all they
really
do is talk about like sex in this one.
they talk about sex a lot in this one, and
Dead fuck.
dude. Okay, all right. So let me just
Yeah.
So what I did for all 3 of these ones, all 3 of these Fridays, is these are what I consider the start of when it definitely just the third one didn't take itself too seriously, especially with all the stupid fucking 3D special effects. But this one in particular ramps up the really horrendous one-liners, but sometimes they're really funny.
Yeah.
I wrote down funny moments. I quoted like my favorite lines from this movie, and I also just put down like bullet points for each one. Really quickly, can I just say like some of the best lines in this one?
And mention the characters so we can talk about them.
Yeah. Okay. Actually.
Yeah.
So I forgot the name of the nurse, but in the very beginning, that fucking Axel, the
God,
asshole.
Jesus, God damn it, Jesus Christ.
So
God, Jesus.
he said, "Holy Jesus, jumping Christmas shit." I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It predates Christmas Vacation too. Honestly,
Christmas Vacation came out what, 87?
89, I think.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm not calling out Christmas Vacation for ripping off Friday the 13th Part 4, but maybe I am.
Hey, listen. Right before that, the nurse, while like talking, I think it was either to Axel or was talking about him, she goes, "You're the Super Bowl of self-abuse." Which
Whoa.
I was like...
I did not remember her saying that.
I wrote that down, and I was
Yeah.
like, that is a fucking weird insult, and a really weird... And it's also, too, I wrote down, like, the deliveries on them.
Yeah.
So, like, some of them are really fucking bad. Like,
Yeah. But how do you deliver a line like that though? Like
she did, and it was
Exactly.
it's really awkward. But the beginning...
And they wanted to make out in the morgue.
I know.
Like, what?
Dude, this guy just right off the bat,
Yeah.
like... And don't get me wrong, like it sounds like I'm shitting on it, but I really
No, this is
enjoyed it.
perfect camp, you know?
Perfect amount of camp. Although I will say, the actor who played this guy Axel is a fucking creep, dude. Because this guy is like perving on the nurse
And the dead girl.
He's talking about the oh fuck.
What?
Who is the girl that
I don't know. It's one of the dead bodies in the
It's
third
one of the dead bodies from the third one.
Yeah.
Fuck
Probably the pregnant one.
Chris.
On the pregnant one. Remember
Chris.
that?
So when I walked in, I was like, the guy is talking to Axel when he's charting up the body, and he goes, oh, such a shame, such a cute girl, and this fucking asshole Axel goes,
He puts a donut
still
on
is.
the body.
Yeah, he's eating stuff,
Or like
and he
puts coffee on the body.
He puts food uncovered on Jason's dead body or on Jason's body.
Oh wait, it's Jason, right?
It's Jason,
yeah.
but they're talking about the girl that's like
Yeah.
behind the camera, and he goes, Axel goes, still is, and then he makes a joke about like fucking the dead corpse. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you on about?
Honestly, I don't think that guy was joking though.
No, he definitely wasn't, especially because he's hitting on every single nurse that's around him.
Yeah.
And even more,
What is he watching? The yoga video.
he's watching like some like
It's like
80
softcore porn or something.
It's like some like Benny Benassi Satisfaction music video type shit.
Yes. Well, let's talk about how they get killed.
Dude, his
Yeah.
her death is like but
Yeah.
his death, one of my favorite Friday deaths, dude. He
Yeah,
gets
definitely.
It's like it's just right off the bat starts off the movie and it's fucking.
Her death is
into
actually
it.
pretty bad too. I mean, not bad, but good in a bad
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
a
it's
good
not.
yeah,
It's not as like brutal. I felt like as him getting your
yeah.
fucking like
The
with
head
a
twist.
hacksaw.
Yeah,
So the fourth one, the early two kills are awesome.
yeah.
I will say for
The hippie kill. What about that one?
Yeah.
That was she
That was
solely
so-
was there
just for the
to get kill. But at least they knew that like she had no lines. She didn't even have to say anything.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
is she like fucking mute or something? She just
No.
gives him the finger.
You
and
think
then,
you would think she would yell,
Yeah, just gives him the finger and then just dies. Like,
I mean, but I like how she squishes her banana.
yeah.
Honestly, it was
Ew.
kind of gross. Actually, I actually like that kill because like there was like saliva coming down her
there
mouth.
was like banana
too.
spit in her
Yeah,
fucking mouth when
yeah.
she dies.
Um,
That's a little like detail I fuck with.
We forgot to mention the characters actually that she gives the middle finger to.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so I'll
Let's meet the baseball cap guy because I don't remember him at all.
Doug. It's Doug.
His
right?
name his
I
name
think
is Doug.
I think it's Doug.
Okay.
So first off, none of the characters in this, besides the Jarvis family, are great, but they're likable. Some of them are likable enough.
Yeah, I like Crispin Glover's
Dude.
character. His character goes through an arc.
Crispin Glover's character is like half of the reason why I like this movie so much because he
actually
dude,
goes through like an arc. Like he goes through a progression. You know what I mean?
him and fucking Ted. There's two Teds. So there's
Yeah.
a Ted in Friday the 13th Part 2. He was the asshole at the bar and he was making like jokes to the
I think that was
bartender.
Ned. I think his name is Ted.
I searched it up specifically for this.
Yeah.
There's two Ted. So his I think was Ted Baker. I want to say it's
God.
Baker. This one is
Yeah.
Ted White. I might have them mixed up, but I know
right.
like those are generally the last
you
names.
would think why would they name
because
I don't know.
because Ted in Friday the 13th Part 2, he's at the bar
Survives, yeah.
and he survives. This Ted though, fuck this Ted. This Ted is a sad, lonely creep who likes to watch 1920s fucking
Incel.
porn.
Incel. Wait, the porn thing. Why he thought that was
yeah.
so funny?
He was high off his mind, even though he's smoking a cigarette.
He was watching Pearl.
He's watching Pearl's audition.
Yes.
After she killed her entire family.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That could be an awesome
But he kept
Jordan
laughing. It was like, sure, maybe you find that funny for like 2 seconds, but
laughing the whole time.
laughing the whole time. And like, yeah, I get it. He's high, but like, I don't know, man.
Who just turns on? First off, well, why is there like a 1920s porn reel there, and how are they able to play it? And first off, why the fuck are they playing it? I like the music and
Yeah.
the dance moves that was going
I mean,
on.
it's the 80s. They have no TV. What are you going to do?
Fuck.
He can't.
He can't fuck.
He
That's
can't
right.
fuck. So
He's a dead fuck.
He's a dead fuck.
That's what
Exactly.
Dude, that's that. The first delivery of that, and like the first couple times Crispin Glover's character says it, it's really, really. It's like
Yeah.
it's so awkward. His character is so awkward, but I
Yeah.
just love his character. And obviously, look, man.
Uh-huh.
I have the line. I have the line. He has a couple lines that I'm about to say.
Go
So
for
the
it.
first one, so he's talking about BJ Betty. Ted tells him, so like Crispin Glover's. What the fuck is his name? What's Crispin Glover's character's name?
I'll look it up, but go on.
So he's talking to Ted, and Ted goes, "Oh, so you're having trouble with BJ Betty, huh?" And Crispin Glover's character goes, "I did. I treated her right. That's what's driving me crazy. I mean, what the fuck happened?" The way he delivered that line in the back of the truck was really funny. But then he goes, "Then I'm
He's
dead
He's
fuck."
essentially like a prototype of like George McFly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Except this George McFly got his confidence and fucking
Without
died.
Marty. Well,
Without-
his Marty is
Ted.
Ted.
Oh, that what a shitty Marty. But he goes, so the
His
actual
name is Tom. No, not Tommy. Sorry.
Isn't it like Jimmy?
Jimmy. Yeah.
Of course I get it as soon as you look it up. So Jimmy goes, "Then I'm a dead fuck. God, I'm horny." Like, holy shit, man. Some of the line deliveries in this one specifically are really, really bad.
I wanted to bring this point eventually to this series, but if this was made today, straight to Netflix, and it would be like a Riverdale thing.
Mm.
You know what I
I
mean?
haven't seen Riverdale, but I know it's like at times like the dialogue is fucking awful.
Yeah, and like it's over the top and shit like that.
I actually have I have Banana Girl Death like written. I'm not even kidding. I have Banana Girl Death written down because I was like, dude.
I mean, it's so random, but like she's
random.
right next to Pamela Voorhees' gravestone too.
Yeah.
Like conveniently, you're just right there.
It stops like and like the car stops. They're asking for directions with each other, and then like it just you just see it through the side passenger window. You just see Pamela Voorhees, and like every other gravestone is like all shitty, but like Pamela Voorhees is like fresh, brand new.
1979. So I guess in the first one they were filming in 1979.
It's not that long ago. Well, because there's a time jump after this one. Or we should probably finish talking about all the characters.
No, yeah. There's the girlfriend of Jimmy. Not Jimmy, not the jock character.
Doug. The girlfriend of Doug.
Yeah.
Who is, I want to say
she's
it's
like,
Sam.
She's like she's the one that gets around. She even says it herself. Like I don't mind like what people think of me. Like who cares? Honestly, kind of like a progressive character at the time, especially during like the Reagan era. There's not much to her besides that, but it is interesting how like, you know, she doesn't really care about her reputation and shit like that.
No, because she's in the woods with all of her friends. I don't think she gives a shit.
We meet the twins who just magically show up.
Twins magically show up on bikes, and Jimmy and Ted are horny as fuck, and they just want to fuck. Then there's also that really random like broad daylight skinny dip that all of them go on.
Yeah,
and I mean, sure, I guess. Why not?
I don't know. That seems like such a random excuse for like nudity. Clearly,
dude, the second one has that, dude.
Yeah.
The second one,
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go skinny dipping in the middle of the fucking night, right before a rainstorm.
That's fucking so stupid.
I didn't want to go to the bar afterwards, so I'm just gonna swim. I'm not looking for my dog. I love Crispin Glover. He's like, oh no, we're good. They eventually go in.
We don't have suits.
Yeah, they eventually go in though.
Dude, you get full on. Dude, Ted just rips it off, and you get man ass running into the lake. Dude, and then
not
there's
as much as Sleepaway Camp though.
So they all like they just completely they go on like the swing and they try to swing into the lake, but they all can't hold on. All the actors can't hold on, so they just fall into the fucking lake. It's like
the swing was like not.
Yeah, it's like long.
Appropriately like. Yeah, it's like a grown-ups thing.
And there's no ledge too. There's no ledge to like jump and swing off of. So it just looks fucking stupid. But hey, you know what?
Those things never seem like a good idea.
Absolutely not. No.
You know what I mean?
Because you're gonna bust your ass and faceplant.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times have you seen something where it's just like people trying to do that and they bust their ass?
All the time.
I mean, I would still try it though. Maybe not butt naked.
And they actually do. They're actually kind of weird about it because they're all naked and then they see the kid there.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Come join us."
They're like, "Come on, Trish, come in." And it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's a 12-year-old kid here.
Yeah. What?
What the shit?
Let's talk about them, Trish and Tommy.
So Trish, the fucking boy Tommy Jarvis, and the mother who
honestly pretty forgettable mother.
Yeah.
But the sister and the guy who the hitchhiker guy is also pretty memorable.
The random ass guy who, imagine just walking. You know, you're the mom, right? And you see your 12-year-old son bringing a grown ass man into your house, and is like, I gotta show this grown ass man something upstairs. What the fuck? Like that would listen, Tommy. Yeah. And he just walks upstairs, and Tommy has his fucking masks and his random spider hand that is like a fake jump scare, which I thought was pretty funny.
They honestly like live in the middle of nowhere though. You know?
It's because she's divorced.
Like, is this the first person? This is probably not the first person Tommy just randomly brought into their house.
Definitely not.
At least she doesn't seem like this is the first time someone randomly brought someone into their house.
And also, it's like he's like, I mean, you don't know it yet because the movie doesn't say it, but he's out hunting Jason.
Yeah.
And
you want to know? That was a character from the second movie, which also doesn't make sense. Her sister.
What?
She's the sister that he's looking for is the one that gets impaled, which means he's been looking for him for like 2 days.
What the fuck?
It makes why even have that connection with the second one if it makes no sense.
That is pretty stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense.
I didn't know who the character. I know he said like a girl's name. I didn't.
Yeah, it's the one that gets impaled through the bed in the second one.
He is just. I mean, as a character, like he's fine. I guess he's kind of just like the strong man here.
Yeah, I thought he was cool.
He fights Jason, but another fucking classic line that's in this movie. Oh God, he's killing me, Trish, run! he's killing me. That was really fucking stupid. I don't know why. Like, you couldn't just like scream regularly.
Speaking of baffling choices, you want to get to it? Let's get to this dance. Let's
You
talk
know what?
about this dance.
I don't think it's baffling at all because I know what I wrote down.
What?
And you're not going to agree with it, but this is what I wrote down, my specific bullet point. I said that it is possibly the greatest dance moves in cinema history.
Yeah.
And Crispin Glover puts every dancer in climax to shame.
Okay.
And you know that I'm fucking right. Dude,
I hope you're joking about that.
I'm not joking about it. I'm dead serious.
However, I think that this is like one of the most insane, sporadic, genuinely insane dances I've seen in cinema.
George McFly's getting
we
into
talked
it.
about it in the 5th podcast. We did like a little cinematic dance scene tournament, and we put this up against the Wednesday dance scene, and we mentioned how that one was trying to match the same energy as this one, but it could not compete with the great Crispin Glover, who should get his flowers. Well, where's the love for this dance scene? Where's the TikTok dances for this dance scene? I want to see them, people.
Exactly. Why?
Did you know when he was originally dancing to? AC/DC Back in Black, which is weird.
Yeah, how the fuck does that even make sense? How would you even dance that anyway?
I don't know. It's weird, but they couldn't get the rights to it, so they changed the other.
So they changed the song into like some like shitty, obscure 80s shit soundtrack?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I don't care what the song is. That's a cool fact that you just said. But goddamn, that man can dance his little heart out. Good for George McFly.
The way he asked the girl to dance too, he's like, "You want to dance? It's good." You can't see me, but like he does like this Italian thing, and he's like, "It's good.
It's good." Dude, he just like the
and
way
it works.
he just delivers all the lines.
Like the girl is into it. He has the riz, you know.
He does have the riz.
It's crazy that like it's so sincere, and I feel like damn, it actually worked out for him, and stupid Ted can't do anything about it. He does a stupid teddy bear line that he uses. Oh my god, yeah, you have it.
That. Wanna give teddy bear a kiss? And he says that like 4 times to the twins, and it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Something that I just wanted to point out really quick was there's a random ass scene. It's like it's not even probably 30 seconds. It's just a clip of the 3 Jarvis family members, and the mom's like, "Oh, don't go anywhere. You're gonna have
Tommy's sandwich.
You're gonna have a Jarvis sandwich." I was like, bro, what is this scene? There's no point to it.
It's sincere. It's like a nice thing, like to show the family.
What kind of divorced mom gives let's have an Ahern sandwich?
I don't know. It's a nice little moment to like show the family being, you know. I liked it. I like those little moments in movies like this.
It's a touching little moment.
You know? Yeah. Also, like the moment when he's looking at the other house.
So that's exactly that. That's my next point.
Yeah,
dude. Tommy Jarvis was getting fucking hype over sex, and
it's the most genuine reaction I've ever seen for a kid, like about to see like titties for the first time.
Dude, okay, so then I think it's right after the skinny dipping scene, he calls them, he says patootsies.
Really?
Yeah, he says we saw their patootsies. I'm like, what the?
I think he means ass, right?
Yeah, he saw that ass,
asses,
but it's patootsies. Because like the twins, they like do like a handstand or something, and like you see their ass and legs go up. Oh wait, whoa, we're getting this mixed up. It's not Doug.
It's not
Doug. Doug is the one that gets with Sarah. Paul, it's Paul and Sam.
Oh,
because remember when Sam is in the lake.
Doug is the guy hunting for Jason.
No. Doug is.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Zac Efron dude. The Zac Efron looking dude, holy shit, he's the most forgettable character in the fucking movie. Holy shit, I forgot about that guy.
We just got the names mixed
dude,
up.
he looks like straight out of a fucking like Disney Channel movie. Yep. I freaking completely forgot about him.
A mid-2000s fuckboy from Disney. Oh, and another line that's like really, really weird and has to do with sex. Ted says this to Jimmy right after they meet the twins, and he goes, "Sex is a great place to meet them." I was like, what kind of garbage ass line is that?
Dude, who wrote this? Like 40-year-olds in like the 1950s who grew up in the 1950s. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're not awkward. They're not. Don't even think about it as like teenagers from the 80s saying this.
It's teenagers from the 50s.
Yeah, exactly.
the 6 characters. So it's Ted, Jimmy, Sarah, Sam, Paul,
Yeah.
Doug. Paul and Doug are the ones that are in the front seats.
Yeah.
Ted and Jimmy are in the back.
So what would you rate the characters out of 10?
I'll give the characters. I mean, out of 5.
Out of 5, yeah. I'm sorry about that.
I give it a 4 just for Crispin Glover's dance moves and for Tommy Jarvis and Trish.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
You give him a 5.
I think these are my favorite Friday the 13th characters out of all of them.
If Trish and Tommy Jarvis weren't as good as they are, because I like Trish and I like Tommy Jarvis a lot.
I like Jimmy too.
And I like Crispin Glover's character. And honestly, actually, I kind of like Sarah too, because Sarah is like, she's just very like, I don't know, sincere, and she like cared.
Yeah,
she like cared.
She's the final girl. She's the final girl of this movie.
Well, I mean, Trish and Tommy are the final.
Oh, but she's the false final girl.
She's the false final.
You know
girl.
what I mean? Like, the way they kill her off.
It reminded me of how Jenna Ortega's character in X died, because it's like
That's really true.
It's really sudden. You didn't expect it, and it's also just like, you think that she's gonna be the one to make it out, and she doesn't make it out.
Another good comparison is the Psycho shower thing.
Yep.
Yep. Clear riff on Psycho.
The effect is kind of like,
yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, his
shot.
eyeball kind of looks kind of fake.
It's like Terminator. It's like Terminator 1 fake.
Yeah. The harpoon death, probably the most painful death in any Friday the 13th movie I can think of.
For guys, absolutely.
Yeah.
Harpoon
straight
gun
to the dick.
Balls.
It's actually a step up from the one in the third one, even though I like the one in the third one a lot.
Because you actually see like blood and stuff in that. Well, actually, no, you do see a little blood in this one.
But it's a direct hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at least the harpoon was from a distance, and it's like in the eyeball. It's like an instant death. This guy is like he's not dying immediately. You know, it's a slow death.
He's impaled on it, and then Jason shoots it.
Yeah, yikes.
That is fucked.
And right before that,
Sam gets
stabbed through the boat.
It looks cool though, even though the shot is like really short.
Her face is a little questionable.
Yeah, she has her tongue out. It's like
Am I missing anything? Oh Jesus, Jimmy's death.
Wait, I thought you were gonna start going into other ones.
Where's the goddamn corkscrew?
Ted, where's the goddamn corkscrew?
Yeah,
and it turns around. It's a really, really fast shot.
Yeah.
But you actually see him get like the cleaver to the face. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Fucking love that kill. That's one of my favorite, not the best Friday kill, one of my favorite Friday the 13th kills. And then also something that I will say about this movie, and we're going to get into it more when we get to the chase, but the slow-mo shots of people busting out of windows,
even the dog,
fucking awesome. And the dog, dude, the dog
made
has
it out.
A little moment.
The dog made it out alive.
Gordon, what is it? It's Gordon.
Gordon,
right?
Yeah.
Gordon, one of the cutest fucking dogs.
Yeah, golden retriever.
One of the cutest dogs in horror, in my opinion. And he gets his little moment where he busts out of the window, and it's like all you can tell, like they made it like nice and safe for him.
Yeah,
awesome, fucking loved it. However,
ain't got nothing on Air Bud.
So the first twin dies by getting fucking thrown out of the window, and the slow-mo shot, awesome. The
slow-mo shot and like the crash into the car.
The sound effects too. Like you hear like the slow crunch of the car and the glass like breaking.
I don't know if we're ever going to cover the 7th one, so I'll bring it up. But they try to repeat it in the 7th one, and it does not hit.
That's the psychic one, right?
Yeah. But
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one?
No.
It's been a while, though.
That might have been that or 9 might have been my... I've only ever seen... I don't think I've even finished 9.
Oh, okay. But like in the 7th one, they literally repeat that one. But first off, it's not on a car. And the way she like drops on the ground, it looks like she dropped from like 3 feet.
That's stupid.
It's awful.
So I'm guessing like it cuts and like you just like...
Yeah, it's like... And it doesn't hit. It doesn't look like she got thrown from like the 2nd story window. It looked like she just fell off the ground. Very unconvincing.
But this one, it's fucking convincing.
Hell yeah.
The nice like slow, like you see her like...
you feel the impact of the... with the lightning too. It's like...
Fuck yeah.
And the off-screen kill is even good in this. When it has the lightning and the pitchfork. Yeah, it's very creative actually. I love this movie, dude. It's actually like one of the greatest slasher movies in my opinion of all time.
I mean, yeah.
Not to show my cards so early, but like
well, I mean,
I think it is.
It's on the wall right next to us, so I kind of figured it has to be your favorite out of all the Fridays.
Yeah.
So one of the other kills was... Wait,
no, we got them all. We got them all.
The
Jimmy.
second. Oh no,
Yeah,
because the second twin is off.
Tom, Teddy. I'm sorry, Ted.
Ted.
His kill through the projector.
Cool.
Awesome.
I liked it.
No disappointing deaths. No disappointing deaths, in my opinion.
I mean,
besides
Banana Girl.
Banana Girl was
mom,
good.
The mom.
Oh shit, you're right.
The mom's is just like.
And he's killing me. I forgot about that one too.
Yeah,
His killing me is kind of goofy.
It's pretty bad.
But
I feel like those are made up for the fact that you have Crispin Glover's death. You have, I mean,
and they treated the main characters, quote unquote, with more respect. If you look at the kills, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. I feel like they were trying to go back with the audience. I feel like the audience wouldn't have been on board with like such a brutal death for the mom. You know what I mean? That's just my take, because it's noticeably like the kills after all the teenagers are dead are noticeably more tamed. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what's not fucking tame. Jason fucking Voorhees' death.
Oh,
awesome
shit! The fucking machete slide,
dude.
Yeah.
This is the best finish.
Yeah.
This is the best finish.
Let's get into kills though. What would you rate the kills? Didn't you say it already?
No. I give this a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for me too.
What did I give 2 again? Did I give 2 a 4 out of 5?
You gave 2
a 5 out of 5.
4.
A 4 out of 5.
For
okay,
kills.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
All right, the chase. Where we get the chase?
All right, so this, first off, the fact that we have 2 awesome final characters. Trish is a badass. Trish is one of my favorite final girls. Mm-hmm. She takes a fall out of the window and you see it, and it's fucking awesome. Yeah. It's so cool. I mean, granted, there's no way she'd be able to get up and walk after that. Yeah. But it's still fucking cool. Yeah. And I like how it goes back. It goes so it starts at the Jarvis house, then it goes into the vacation house. And
it uses both the houses perfectly.
Yep. It's like it reminds me of Halloween, where like Halloween they run
you know what?
The original.
It is. It actually is like exactly like Halloween, because they go up the stairs, they're stuck in the room. Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I love how they do. They chuck the computer at his head, and it looks awful. And the stuntman, he's like I think he was like in his 60s when he was doing this.
Really?
Or 60s or 50s.
He takes some hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, holy shit. He took the job, but he didn't want to get credited. That shows you how low in like this series people like look at this series, even at that time.
Well, because 3D sucked ass.
Yeah. Well, even from the start, this series was like panned. Honestly.
Well, compared to other horror films that would come.
Think about it.
Right
it came out the same year as The Shining.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah. What would you give the finale?
Overall, this is so. Even though it's not as unique as the psychological 1 and 2.
Yeah, it kind of copies that with the
a little bit, yeah. And I remember saying that in the other podcast that 2 was the only one to use psychological. Yeah. This one, Tommy Jarvis. Funny enough, some of my favorite characters in the Friday franchise are not dumbasses, and they actually think for once. Mm-hmm. And Tommy Jarvis is. I mean, look, when you're watching all the movies, Tommy Jarvis is like the second main character besides Jason Voorhees, because Tommy Jarvis has his own trilogy. Yeah. So I mean, and we're gonna fucking get to Tommy Jarvis and other ones, but I think for this one, wow. And you know what? I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. The knife slide, the way that the way that Corey Feldman looks in the fucking end with his hair shaven off.
The last shot is actually kind of scary.
It's a little creepy because it's building up that he's going to be the new fucking Jason, which is stupid.
All right, for our ratings, Friday the 13th, Part 4, Liam gave it a top shelf, and I did as well.
I give everything a 5.
No, you gave the characters a 4.
Everything as in like the chase, the final kill, the end.
Yeah. Well,
I give all that a 5.
That's what we're doing. Okay. I give that a 5 as well. So the total is so you gave the kills a 5, you gave the characters a 4,
14.
You gave the chase a 5, and a grand total of 14. Yeah, I gave everything a 5.
15 out of 15.
14 and 15.
Yeah, so going into this podcast, before rewatching all the films again, I rewatched 4 last night, and then I watched 5 and 6 today.
Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
let me set the stage. So after the fourth one, surprise, surprise, it was a success because it was marketed as the last one, especially after the success of Nightmare on Elm Street, which basically revamped the slasher genre again and had kind of a second wave in the late 80s.
First 3 Elm Street movies.
Yeah.
You wanted. Remember how we were saying camp? Remember how we were saying sleepaway camp? Man ass?
Yeah. Freddy's Revenge is one of the most interesting sequels to a horror movie you'll ever see, honestly.
Yep.
Like, I recommend it just in you'll be in awe of what this movie actually is. You want to know the director? Danny Steinman. He is actually a porn director.
Oh, this movie.
And honestly, if you see this movie, you would not be surprised about that. That fact. This is by far the most schlockiest out of the Friday series, for sure.
The most unapologetically garbage.
Yeah.
Even as a kid. Okay,
Yeah.
so first off, I'm gonna give you some context for me with this one. This is the I guess besides the 9th one and Jason X and the 2009 one.
Yeah.
This was the last one that I saw like as a kid, and even
Did you know about the twist?
No, I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know about the twist, even though as a kid, that's what made me dislike the film, because I was like, this is so dumb at the end, and then they just took all the good stuff they did with 4, like interesting characters,
They took it too far.
interesting like central family.
To me, I think they took what they took from 3 and decided to be like, oh, hey, you know what? These characters are. First off, there's not enough of them. Let's make more of them, and let's just kill them off immediately, because we understand that we don't want to hang around with these characters too much.
Ooh, baby.
Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. We have an extended sequence with Corey Feldman, which they filmed in his backyard.
That's his backyard?
Yeah, because he's very popular. He just finished Gremlins. The Goonies is about to come out.
85.
I'm surprised they even got him, honestly, for one day. They shot it in his backyard.
Honestly, that's probably the best part of the movie, is the very beginning.
It's the only Jason in the movie. The only Jason,
actually. Besides hallucination.
Yeah.
Besides hallucinations.
And it's honestly weird because the 6th one opens very similarly. Which honestly, I got confused back in the day with those two. Yeah. They start off so similar. Yeah, they really do.
Rainy grave.
Yeah. However, we wake up and it's all a dream. I think it's like 10 years later or something like that.
So he's 12. Tommy Jarvis is 12 in 4. In this one, they got like a 30-year-old looking actor.
But he's not 30. He's like maybe 17.
I think he's 18.
18.
I think he's 18 in this movie, and he
can't
looks like
be older than 18 because he wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Right. So
he's like
honestly no. I honestly
like
think he's
probably like in his 20s.
Yeah. So maybe. How long? I don't know. I really don't know. I probably should have looked it up, but
it's fine.
Regardless, it's like major time jump.
5. It sucks.
He's in interesting place to set the film in. Psychic ward.
A homemade psych ward in the middle of Hickville.
Yeah, I think their point for this was to set up a bunch of maybe red herrings, like, oh, this is a psych ward, so anyone could be a killer.
Yeah, the hillbillies, the
hell yeah.
Oh my god, man.
They could be killers as well too. Texas Chainsaw. Let's get into the characters.
Start with the fucking butchering of Tommy Jarvis. This kid was dude. Corey Feldman in 4 was awesome. He's literally like one of the best characters, if not the best character in the whole movie. And 4 has a lot of awesome characters. But holy shit, whoever the actor was who played him, you can insert it here.
John Shepard.
He is like the most detached fucking person ever.
I didn't mind him, honestly.
I hated him.
I thought he was a little cold, but like honestly, if you survived what Tommy Jarvis survived, I didn't think that's pretty honest, and I believed him. I believed him as a potential killer. You're supposed to think he's the killer throughout, and I believe that
because he disappears. He's off screen for like like a lot of it, and then like he'll come back at like moments where either a kill has just happened or a kill's about to happen, which is fine. That's cool. But no, I was absolutely not a fan of this Tommy Jarvis. I thought it was really, really stupid, and I fucking hate that like you have a good Tommy Jarvis, a shit Tommy Jarvis, and then another good Tommy Jarvis in 6.
Okay.
I know in the fourth one, like it shows that he gets violent right at the end, you know, like the die. But this one, like he's just fucking WWE body slamming guys into the tables. Like there's just
I think the fourth one kind of sets up that he might be a
Oh,
killer.
it's so stupid.
I'm honestly not too pissed about that. I think that's honestly one of the most interesting things about this movie. Chocolate bar.
So I have notes.
Okay.
I have.
Let's get to
I
that
have
because this
more
is a very
notes.
pivotal scene that happens very early on in the film, kind of unprovoked and out of nowhere.
Would you shut the fuck up? One of the lines in it, just the delivery of it was really, really stupid.
Is it the girls to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rip Joey.
Right underneath it, I have Rip Chocolate Joey. Yeah, so every single character in this movie, besides one,
Yeah.
Lil Reggie is the fucking homie.
Hell yeah.
Lil Reggie is the homie. He is the best part of this movie by a fucking long shot.
Joey's annoying. The
Lil
axe
Reggie's
guy
homie.
is kind of a raging
Creep.
who honestly he goes to jail, but he never gets brought up again. The ER guy. I'm gonna run past all these characters because there's a lot of them. The ER guy. I wonder what's up with him.
What's up with that guy? Why is he really mad at the fucking sheriff being upset that kids died?
Hot guy and girl with the sex scene, literal porn scene.
Listen, that girl. I understand.
Huge jugs.
Dude. That
Huge
girl
jugs.
and the diner girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, he's a porn director, so he's gonna hire.
So he just got porn stars.
Yeah, exactly. Mentioned the diner girl. You mentioned there's another ER guy.
Dude,
Axe to the head.
That was a cool kill.
Yeah.
That was one of the better
Yeah.
kills. But in the very beginning of the movie, when they drop, Tommy wakes up in the car and
Yeah.
he gets out, and then I think it's Pam. Yeah, Pam, who introduces Tommy into the ward. But like when Pam is walking Tommy into the ward, that fucking creep, he like does like a little like toodaloo type of thing with his fingers.
Yeah.
And he's like doll. He calls her doll and shit. It's like this, and he's like
Yeah.
balding and has a mustache and is probably like 20 years older than this chick. Why does every single Friday the 13th movie have some fucking
How about
creep?
the gay greasers from the 50s for some reason? They just hopped off the set of Grease. What the fuck?
A lot of characters in this movie literally are like
They are just to die.
like a porn star wrote them for the movie.
Yeah.
Like a porn director wrote them for the movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely no character to them. They're literally
They're
just there
introduced
to die.
in the same scene they get killed in. That's what
So
I mean.
Reggie's older brother,
Yeah.
who has
Okay, shout out Reggie's other brother. He's honestly one of the coolest characters
He is
and one of the most memorable characters.
I would eat an enchilada with him.
Yeah, or pizza.
Or
Goddamn enchiladas.
Damn enchiladas.
And the stupid song.
Goddamn enchiladas.
The song that they sing together in the bathroom stall. Ooh baby, ooh baby.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
That's fire. That is
Yeah.
cool. And then I'll steal it like this is
I wish there was more of him.
it's real. Yeah, he gets introduced and
You
gets
know
killed
what?
like within 10 minutes.
Who else am I missing? The hillbillies. You fucking dildo.
I had fucked. You beat me to it. She says, "You big dildo, eat your fucking slop." Dude, she's honestly
Yeah.
so one of the
She
scenes
gives it. I like her.
She gives it all.
Yeah.
one of the first scenes with her, she's like chopping off a chicken's head, and
Yeah.
it's like this really weird cut to the chicken head. Yeah,
She does like a karate chop thing too.
that was
like,
pretty funny. I like that.
And the shit she's cooking up right when they are about to die. It's like a carrot.
It's like a carrot onion stew.
It's
and she
gross.
fucking face plants in it, and she squeezes a fucking tomato.
Bro, that's what I'm getting to, man. This movie
I know
may
you're
be
gonna say
terrible,
that. I
but
knew this was gonna come.
there is so many like memorable
Memorable kills.
characters and memorable. We have Violet, who is like the goth of the movie. She has some killer moves too. Not quite like Crispin Glover, but still matches the strange energy of that one.
the strange '80s energy.
Yeah, not a big fan of her kill though. There was a stuttering guy, right? And then she laughs. Do you remember that?
No. I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It was her?
You're talking about other characters. I'm
Yeah.
saying another character is the head of the ward guy.
Yeah, so there's those two. There's the head of the ward guy. There's the love interest of the not even the love interest. Like he's actually her love interest. I think I covered everyone. Right?
Whoever you missed, if you
Is
missed
not-
any, would not even be important.
Yeah.
Because I mean, let's be honest, none of them besides Tommy
Yeah.
Jarvis.
I'm
and,
gonna.
I guess Pam or
When are you gonna get the characters at? Out of 10.
Out of 5.
Out of 5. Sorry, I keep doing that.
Yeah, this one. You know what? No, I give it a 1 out of 5 only because of Lil Reggie. Lil Reggie is the fucking boy. Lil Reggie's a cool kid. That's it. That is the only person I like watching in this movie. It's the only person who's worth watching in the movie. And everyone else sucks ass. I don't like Tommy Jarvis in this at all.
Not even Reggie's brother. Come on, man.
No, not even
Oh,
Reggie's brother.
come on.
Even though it's a funny scene and his death is cool because like he actually gets like impaled in the
You hear his
first.
shits too.
They had to
Yeah.
record the sound of shits. But he also gets stabbed in the leg, and it's also pretty suspenseful, that scene. So that is like okay. But Lil Reggie is the boy.
You're gonna hate me on this. I'm gonna give the characters 4.
You're fucking insane.
I'm serious, dude.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
There are so many just like insano characters in this movie.
I like the characters in 3 more than the characters in 5.
Really?
Yep.
I don't. Let's get to the kills. You mentioned the carrot stew. Great kill. The decapitation with the motorbike.
Yeah, her son.
Yeah, great kill.
Even though the head looked really dumb.
Yeah.
My favorite kill in this is
Was it the axe to the head? You mentioned that was pretty good.
axe to the head, but also the hedge clippers. The hedge clippers to the girl's eyes.
Oh, it was
That
the guy's
was-
eyes.
Girl's eyes.
Oh,
girl's-
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
She-
You didn't like
she's
the belt
just-
one, though?
That was cool.
That
too.
was awesome.
That was cool.
That's one of the best kills of the series. In
Uh,
execution, yeah, it's brutal, man.
I like
brutal.
I like her kill more. I like
Really?
the hedge clippers kill. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
because
You can feel it too. You see like
because you see
struggle.
you see
Yeah.
you see Roy struggling to fucking close the hedge clippers, and also too I'm gonna throw this out there. So he leaves her
Yeah.
to wash up, even though they didn't have sex yet.
Yeah.
And you have this naked porn star girl lying there, and you go to a creek to
I think
throw
he just.
a rock.
I think he was. Oh, it's true.
She tries to skip a rock, and he
You
just fucking
see?
plunks in the water.
They definitely like wrote the script as they were going, as they were
100%.
filming.
Especially this one, because
Yeah.
holy fuck, when we get
The
to the
twist.
when we get to the twist in the chase at
Yeah.
the end, oh my god. We already talked about Big Reggie.
The firecracker
Big
one was
Reggie's-
pretty crazy.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool death.
And the rant that he does, like, start the fucking car, start the car,
Yeah, he sings, he
goddamn
sings it.
fucking car. He starts singing.
Asshole, start the fucking
It's-
car.
Dude, it's so many great moments. You know what I mean? Like, he makes the most of his
It
character.
Does not mean the characters are
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
I don't know. To me, that's more than anything anyone did in the first movie.
You know what? Hell, even the diner girl's death, I still liked it. I still like the build up to it.
I forget how she dies.
So
honestly.
she falls out of the car. So I didn't, sorry. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with 6. I think I'm
Yeah,
getting
you
mixed up.
think
I'm thinking of 6.
I don't remember how she dies. Honestly, it's probably off screen or something like that.
I think she does get stabbed on screen, but
Yeah,
okay.
it was not-
Now
it was
I'm
not
definitely
memorable.
thinking of 6.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely thinking of 6 on this one. My bad.
It's pretty ridiculous how
It's an
many kills there
unnecessary
are.
amount of kills.
Yeah, but that's what I kind of like about it. It's kind of like the black sheet of the series. But
I think 6 does.
what are you gonna give the
6
kills
is-
then? I'm trying to sell you on the kills, man.
I know
There's
you
lots.
Are. I know you're gonna try and
Yeah.
slide away with a 5 or 4, which is no. I will give. Oh, also too. No. Lil Reggie's grandpa, where he just like his eyes are gouged out and he gets thrown into the window.
Yeah.
Classic Friday the 13th
Yeah.
move right there. Yeah, I'll give the kills in this a 3.
I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's a 4, but fine.
Yeah. Let's talk about the chase and let's talk about the twist.
Let's fucking not, dude. Notice how like for
Yeah.
four we talked about like all like we had way more to say about all the characters. We
Yeah.
remembered everyone's name even though we got it
Yeah.
mixed up. For a Friday film, that's impressive.
But I could feel like we're talking way more about 5 than we ever talked about 3. But the chase scene is kind of lame.
Lame as fuck.
I kind of like how the chainsaw. I kind of like that little
That was
bit.
okay. The fact that Roy held off a chainsaw with a fucking machete.
Yeah.
That would like unrealistic as fuck.
But you think it's Jason at first.
you do think
Yeah.
it's Jason.
But notice that he has a blue markings on his mask.
He has the blue little triangle on his mask, and then
Yeah.
randomly in 6 it goes.
And he
back
has
to
no-
red.
Yeah, but that's because it's Roy, not Jason. Because
Well,
Jason
yeah,
has the
yeah.
red markings in the hallucinations. I
That
think
was
they were
pretty
trying
badass.
to replicate Tommy Jarvis with Reggie.
I don't know, man. Like Tommy Jarvis and then fake Jason fighting. It's like, bruh.
Oh, that's true.
Tommy Jarvis just.
And then
stands
that's when
there
it's
and
revealed that
just
it's not
machete.
Tommy. Who is it? Who is it, Liam?
Or it's revealed it's not Jason.
Oh, it's first off, it's not Jason. Who is it, Liam?
It's fucking
Roy. Our boy Roy has like 4 or 5 lines.
4 lines in the movie.
Before this.
Roy holds off chainsaw with the fucking machete.
It is cool how Roy dies.
Getting thrown out from the barn and landing in the spike pit thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. But
And like his whole mask, you think it's like he's bald, but like no, it's like he's wearing like a latex mask over his real head.
over his head. And
Yeah,
it's
to
a
make it look
mask
like
over.
exactly like Jason. Why is he dressed up like Jason? I don't know.
No idea.
Not really
Never
explained.
explained.
And we're not even sure if this is by Crystal Lake.
No, I don't think it is.
It isn't?
No. Because
What a
there's
weird-
there's no reference to the
Lake,
anything.
right? No. It's definitely the black sheep of the series. It's a new beginning, you could say.
And it's also a new fucking ending too.
I forgot to mention the title cards in both of them. But
So
I
the
like
title
how both
card-
of them have the hockey mask.
So the title card in 4 is pretty epic. This title card,
It's cool. Like the
cool.
mask turns and then you go
Yeah.
straight into through the eye. I like that. It's really pushing that Jarvis is going to be the new Jason.
well, the ending,
and even the ending of
to
this
the whole movie is
still pushing that Jarvis is going to be the new Jason.
which is again stupid.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
So what are you going to get the chase out of 10? Out of 5.
saying
Jesus,
out
I
of
keep
10.
saying this. Jesus.
Fucking Christ, out of 10. Nah, but even if it was out of 10, my score wouldn't change. I give it like a. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I might give this one a 0.
Our first 0?
I might give this one a 0.
Is it really that lame? I like the tractor thing, man.
Tractor thing is cool. He gets like bodied by it, but I mean, I guess because Little Reggie's driving it, right? So you know what? Yeah, fine. One for the fucking tractor.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 2. It's not great.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not good at all, actually.
Our final totals for Friday the 13th, Part 5.
Oh, wait. I have a line.
Oh, yeah.
You can edit this in wherever you want, but
No, just say it right now.
I do have a line, and it's actually right before the hammer or the kill, the axe to the head kill.
The Coke guy? Yeah.
Goes. The forecast is cloudy in the mountains, sunny in the valleys, and snow flurries up your nose.
Hell yeah, brother.
He delivers that by himself with the Coke out and then dies. And the girl from the diner walks into the car and is like, "Oh, that's a waste of money to leave out this Coke with me." And it just proceeds to get fucking killed.
These people are not human, man.
No, they're
It's
not.
so
Especially-
funny. They're Lynch characters.
They're just ideas personified.
Kind of. Like those greasers, those 1950s.
That's so
they
stupid.
like it's such an enigma. Like why are they in there?
For kills.
Exactly, but why make them greasers? So the final total, we have 3 for the kills, 1 for the characters, 1 for the chase. Grand total of 5.
Yeah.
By far the lowest.
5 for 5. That's
It's the
good.
lowest that you gave a rating so far. I gave a 4 for kills, 4 for characters, 2 for chase.
Way too high.
It's a 10
Way
for
too
me.
High. Way too high.
For Friday the 13th, Part 5, Liam gave a drug cabinet. I did as well.
But one last point I was going to make, and I wish I made it earlier, but so remember how you were saying that this is similar to like Elm Street 2? Freddy's
Yeah.
Revenge?
Yeah.
So to me, this reminds me a lot of the design choices that they made with Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. You have some horny ass characters who are literally there for nothing, and some of them are just there to get killed off. And it's such like a cop out compared to the
That's
rest of the
true.
franchise.
But like this one
This one is more in line
tries to be
more in line
Yeah,
with the rest
no.
of the Friday franchise.
And, like,
Season of the
yeah.
Witch is very clearly trying to depart. It's trying to be an anthology. at that
Yeah,
point,
exactly.
And it fucking fails horribly.
But all 3, Nightmare 2, The New Beginning, and Season of the Witch, they're all like black sheeps in their series.
Mm-hmm.
And they're cults. All of them are cult classics, honestly.
What would you say is the best out of all 3?
Not to get into a whole Freddy's Revenge tangent, but like it's actually a cool body horror movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the eyes going out of Jesse's body.
Yeah, exactly.
That's honestly actually like, oh, dude, and also like the party scene.
Mm-hmm. People don't like that because he's like in the real world, but like, fuck it, dude. It's a sequel. You're gonna have to break the rules. I don't care.
But this one's not weird. It's just ass, literally.
It's weird. I like it. I like how
just-
weird it is.
It's not as weird as some of the other ones.
Yeah. We can move on to the next one. This one bombed, by the way,
Yeah.
in comparison to the other ones. So they realize, oh shit, we have to bring back Jason
Maybe we shouldn't make a Friday the 13th with Jason not
in it.
the killer.
Well, they did, and that's the first one. So I understand why they tried to do this. I understand why they tried to do something new.
With Jason,
you know, like the first one is also a murder mystery. This one is, I say murder mystery in quotes because it's really shitty murder mystery, but it tries to be like the first one, you know, in that type of way. It's a new beginning. They try to, and I feel like if this wasn't, if the fifth one wasn't a bomb, they wouldn't have Jason in the sixth one. They would actually have Tommy Jarvis as the actual killer. They would actually follow through with that, which they don't in this one, which honestly I don't mind because, like, again, I don't care about the storyline too much. But Jason lives.
Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives, rated R. Starts Friday, August 1st at a theater near you.
Jason lives, right in the title. We are guaranteeing you that he is in the movie. What is your general opinion on Jason Lives?
Friday the 13th, Chapter 6.
Yeah.
Part 6, whatever.
Part 6, whatever.
This is...
Yeah.
So, when I was a kid, I watched this one the most, besides the first two.
It's the only one without nudity.
Yeah, there's no nudity. Everything is besides... Actually, no. Everything is scaled back. Everything. This one is extremely... It's self-aware, but it's also...
kind of like a prototype to like a Scream or like a New Nightmare.
Yeah.
And how self-referential it is.
First off, right off the bat, zombie Jason is sick as fuck. I love the fact that now Jason, it's just it's out there now.
Yeah.
This series is completely not realistic, even though you would have gotten that from the first movie.
Yeah.
However, now we know that like there's supernatural elements involved now.
I love the opening. It's like very
Opening
gothic.
is cool. Opening is awesome.
Thunderstorm.
It's
kind
similar.
of
It's similar to the you said it before. It's similar to the opening of 5,
Yeah.
except this one actually is really good, and it prepares you for the movie you're about to watch.
Yeah. And it's kind of a callback to Frankenstein a little bit and how he gets resurrected.
So Dr. Frankenstein is Tommy Jarvis in this one.
I guess so. I don't know.
Frankenstein's
And he's
monster is Jason.
what's it called? His little friend is Igor, who gets
Pause.
killed off right away.
One of the best kills in the movie too. A heart punch. That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought that one happened in the fifth one until, because I told you I got them confused before. Yeah, right off the bat, Jason is a superhero. He got charged up with that lightning bolt, and now no one can stop him.
2 charges of lightning.
Yeah.
And even though when it shows his decayed corpse, you see the bugs like crawling out of his eyes, and then all of a sudden the lightning gives him eyes.
Oh, that's the close up, the Bond.
Yep. So you want to talk about Want to talk about best title cards of the series? This is the cheesiest, and it's also my favorite. The James Bond reference, the blood slash, and then it just says Jason Lives.
Friday the 13th. That's what I mean. The Jason Lives is in big letters, man. He's back. They're trying to really push back, and it's funny because they kind of did that with the Halloween series with the Return of Michael Myers. He's back, guys. Return of Michael Myers. It's just so you know.
You don't have to not see this film.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jason's in it, guys.
Tommy Jarvis is literally nothing like he is in the fifth movie.
Nothing.
Yeah. Did you like him in this? What do you think about it?
Okay, so do I like him as much as in 4? No, I like young Tommy Jarvis because he actually has a better relationship with the characters around him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, no, that's arguable because in this one, I will say this one feels the most like an actual attempt at a full-on movie. So there's a lot more characters.
I think this is the biggest budget by far out of all of them at this point.
Your 3 main, so you actually like have developed 3 main characters. 4 if you're counting.
You got to help me out with the characters too, honestly.
Okay, so you have the sheriff. You have the sheriff who's also the dad. You have Megan, who
shout out Megan.
And then you have Tommy Jarvis. So those are like the main 3. And then you have I think it's 3 camp counselors that they put in.
I believe so.
It's Sissy. Oh, so okay. So
yeah, the camp
Sissy,
counselors aren't that memorable. To be totally honest,
they're not that memorable, but they do serve
their purpose.
Place. They do serve their purpose in this film. And there's actually kids in it, which makes it interesting. But definitely Megan as a final girl is definitely one of the best final girls also. And Tommy Jarvis in this is
she's honestly second to Jamie in the second one, Amy Steele.
As a third.
When she breaks out Tommy, that's a great scene. Actually, like a fucking car chase in a Friday the 13th movie. You're right. This
part
actually
action
is trying to
movie.
be a movie.
It is.
When
it has characterization. Like it has like it's look, a lot of this movie,
Yeah.
not a lot of it, but like a decent part of this movie,
like more
is
than a
back-
slasher movie. That's what I mean.
It's back at the it's a fucking
It's like
rogue
popcorn,
love story.
like popcorn entertainment. You know,
Yeah.
you can. It's kind of weird to say, but you can watch this one with the family. You know what I mean?
yeah, you can because it just has
No
one-
nudity.
It says one sex scene with no nudity.
It's
and
a sex scene. It's just dry humping. It's
Yeah,
so weird.
Because you can see him wearing the pants.
Yeah, and they're completely. Their clothes are all on. Like what?
And she's like dancing almost.
Yeah.
On top of his fucking
Dude,
dick.
this series is the king of like crazy dances, man. With
Yeah, it
Violet
is.
and Jimmy, not Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Crispin Glover. So yeah, so originally I liked the 6th one a lot because I loved Tommy Jarvis in this one as a kid. But I think going back and rewatching 4 last night,
Mm-hmm.
4 overall, like from what I want out of a Friday film, and this is why I said that our views would be pretty similar on this podcast episode because look, 4 has like everything that you really want out of a Friday movie. This
Yeah.
one, even though this one's good and this one's probably the second best Friday movie in my opinion,
It feels a little neutered. I'm not gonna lie.
it's neutered compared to every single other Friday movie that ever came out, and it's also, it doesn't like, yes, it does have like a lot of kills, and yes, some of them are good, but everything else though, it seems like they put a lot more focus on like
It's
the
so
relationship
aggressively
between
an
Megan and
80s
Tommy
movie.
Jarvis.
You know what I mean?
Terminator-esque.
Yeah, like the other ones, they're kind of timeless in a way. Sure, there's some 80s songs in it, but like this movie literally ends with an 80s rock song, "The Man Behind the Mask." He's the man behind the mask. Like, bro, this is like so aggressively 80s, but it also makes it a little bit dated. The characters, like, they just come straight from the
boy, Tommy Jarvis. He's like this James Dean bad boy
Yeah,
who has an
yeah.
attitude and who has like love.
He kind of reminds me of Emilio Estevez
Oh wow.
from Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a jock.
Jock.
Yeah, he's the jock.
I don't know why I said bad guy.
But yeah, he kind of reminds me of him a little bit. What would you give the characters?
Looks like him.
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
what I'm
him a
saying. Um,
What would I give the characters this one? A lot of the rest are very forgettable.
that's true. There's a big body count though. Like that paintball scene alone is a big body count.
You get a
I'll
triple
look
kill.
it up.
You get a triple kill in that scene. A triple decapitation.
There's 19 in the 5th one. There's 19 in the 6th one.
Wow.
So
it's
yeah,
like
they're tied.
Okay.
But those two by far have the most kills.
Yeah.
Um,
The 7th one, if I remember correctly, it goes like back to like.
the 7th one is 16.
That's actually 4 out of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 4 as well.
Okay. So we agree with the characters.
Kills, interesting.
This one.
one.
So
Did the
like
blood
we
look
said,
like jelly to you?
a little bit. And so I remember I was getting the girl in the car mixed up with 5.
Yeah.
That one looks so you could see the blood. That it looked really like cheesy.
Yeah,
Like,
the blood
really-
did not look good. I don't know what
And
the hell they were on this time.
I think they just had to scale it back. They just had to scale
Really?
all the aspects back.
Well, if you notice, after after Nightmare on Elm Street, like the slasher subgenre started becoming more fantastical and supernatural.
Yes.
You know, Jason's literally a zombie in this.
I
love the paintball sequence. That was
a good sequence.
That was
That's
probably
a good
like yeah.
Dude, so there's a recurring shot in this one where it's just you see Jason walking with the machete in his hand.
Yeah.
And that's actually cool. I actually like that a lot.
You look
because,
like a Bigfoot thing.
Yeah, it was like this like creepy. The only other time in the series where I actually am like not scared of Jason like chasing, but like actually like ooh like I actually like believe that Jason is like hunting down these people.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm
have-
gonna give the kills a 3. There's a lot. You figure,
What about like kills later on in the movie though? There's still some.
yeah, the
The
sheriff.
Yeah.
That one's pretty bad. I like
that's
that
a
one.
back break. That's
That
a
looked
fold and a
brutal.
half.
Yeah.
Shout out to Freddy vs. Jason. That there's a back break, a really good back break in that one. But this
But
one,
other than that, there's a lot, but there's not like ones that were really, really like. There's no top 5 kills up in here.
no,
You know what I mean?
yeah, no. A lot of there's the double impalement.
My favorite
on the
moment,
machete.
even it isn't a kill. It's when Jason, when the RV, shout out RV, the Robin Williams classic.
Yeah, well, classic, all right. I remember
When the RV
Wendy's had a
flips
toy.
over and he comes
Wendy's had a
out.
toy, by the way.
They didn't. I looked it up. They don't have a toy.
Yes, they
you're
did.
thinking of Zoom by Tim Allen. I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Zoom by
dude.
Tim Allen, bro.
I swear to God, they had an RV promotion.
Bro, I looked up RV's toy in Wendy's. It does not exist. This is some weird Mandela effect thing.
Yeah, this is like Berenstain Bears type of shit.
But when he's coming out of the RV, this is like a grand, actual, like iconic moment.
It feels like a movie.
Like
it
a
feels
set
like an 80s
piece.
action.
Like
it feels like a Terminator 80s type of film.
Yeah.
A love
there's
story
also
with the bad boy.
there's a few other iconic moments throughout the series before that, but like this is to the grandest scale. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Super grand.
But I will say, there's actually another kill that I wrote it down because I forgot about it. Sissy's death, the head spin. That was pretty cool. That was a good kill.
Yeah.
That's a very violent head spin.
Yeah.
And it's.
I think the third one. I mean, the one in the fourth one was better though.
Really?
In
you
the
think that was
morgue.
better?
Yeah. Just
That
the
was
way
def-
he
that was
cut
definitely
through
more
that
violent.
thing.
Yeah, because
yeah.
that's like a almost like decapitation head spin. But this one's just like a very
Yeah.
violent.
Yeah.
And like all like it's like a
Yeah.
really fast, and it's also sissy too. It's like
That's true. We're gonna give
most
it out
of the other
of
kills in this are
5.
very forgettable. The kills, I think I'll have to probably give it a 3 as well.
Oh, okay.
We might be tying here on this
Yeah.
one, but we gotta talk about the chase and the ending.
The battle. I think it's pretty cool that it takes place like in the lake, flaming.
Yeah. Oh, let's say
Yeah.
something first off. So I know we said that we're back at a camp. We're actually at Crystal Lake. We're at the first camp.
Oh yeah,
They renamed
it looks pretty similar to the
does look
first
similar.
one. They did a good job.
So when they're walking in and the camp counselor's like bringing like his TV with him,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't film it in the same place too.
they might not have filmed it in the same place, but
looks
they
very
did a
similar.
damn good job of getting it very similar to the first
yeah.
one. But it takes
I
place at
like the
Crystal Lake.
ending. I like how it takes place like in the water where Jason is supposedly like, is he weaker or stronger in the water? They never make
goes
it
back
clear.
And forth. It goes back and forth
Yeah.
because in Freddy vs. Jason, water is his weakness.
Yeah,
in that
and
movie.
Jason Takes Manhattan, the same thing
Yep.
with the sewage.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man. It's
the,
it's very
the
inconsistent.
toxic slime sewage in that movie.
Yeah, give me a break.
It's not like Jason was decaying in a coffin, but some
Yeah.
some New York sewage is gonna kill him.
I'll give this finale. I'm gonna give it a 4.
You give it a 4.
Yeah, it was a pretty kick-ass finale.
So the head, the actual fight underwater, or in the water and underwater, and also too like the real it's awesome that like Jason gets his head fucking chopped.
Because think about it,
by a
the
propeller.
series has to constantly up itself by killing Jason. Like they have to
Yeah.
kill Jason hypothetically more and more each time, and
Well, 4 is like they literally kill him in 4, and
yeah, but his body's still intact. In horror movies, that's basically you're still alive.
I don't want to be similar to you. I give this one a 3 for the ending. Because think about it, there's real like as far as
Are
like
you doing that just because you don't want to be similar to me? Or are you doing
yes,
that?
but I'm also doing this because like think about like the actual chase part, like the chase
I
aspect.
don't
of it.
remember that
Exactly.
chase part. So
Because they're it's kind of just like like I how like I keep referencing Michael Myers because that's in the 4th movie. It's really like Halloween-esque, like the walking up the stairs slowly and all
Yeah.
of those scenes in 4 reminded me of Michael Myers stalking down his victims.
this one literally ends like an action movie.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it doesn't
It's
end like
fight
a
scene.
horror movie.
It's like a full-blown Tommy Jarvis, Megan fight scene versus Jason, which is cool. I fuck with that. And like Tommy Jarvis, you think he drowns, but no.
When you just said that, I'm thinking Megan versus Jason. That's the sequel that I want to see. Megan versus Jason. Okay.
You don't remember the chase scene, like
I
the
don't.
chase scene is just pretty much nothing.
Then you convinced me. I'm putting it at a
Put it
3.
at 3. That's fine. That's fine. At least I could change your opinion on something. The fact that you have fucking part 5 over part 2 and 1 is repulsive.
Ooh baby, ooh baby.
No,
That's all I gotta say
don't even
about
care.
that.
I don't want to go into Big Reggie's truck and have enchiladas.
You just said you would. You
No.
just said you would have.
Not over hanging out with Mark in the wheelchair. I'd hang out with Mark in the wheelchair.
Dude, Mark is probably a boring ass guy once you get to know him.
Oh, bullshit.
Come on, bro. He's playing
Bullshit.
fucking finger football. How interesting can he really be? Come on. Is there a redhead in the series? Like a redhead girl? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
and 2. The girl.
Oh,
17-year-old.
but she's not like a... Yes. Okay, I was going to bring it up. In the second one, they filmed a sex scene with her naked.
And the edited, you don't see any nipple.
No, but like they actually shot like her
And to be fair,
completely naked, full frontal,
I didn't
and
know
they
she's
had to
17.
destroy the footage. Yeah, crazy. I think the snake story is a little bit crazier, honestly,
That's like some like cannibal holocaust.
because it's actually in the movie. You know, the other shit is like
You
lost.
see this, that means that we have a tied score for this one. We
Yeah,
give it
three. Yeah, everything. 3 kills, 4 for characters, and 3 for the chase and ending, given a final total of 10.
This one is better than 5. You cannot give part 5 a 10, dude. That is
Yeah,
so
I can.
dumb.
Why
That
not?
is so fucking stupid. Because
Why?
none of these movies are good movies, but like the
Yeah.
5th one is noticeably shit.
It was directed by a softcore porn director. I understand that. The kills are really fun, dude, and the characters are just insane. They're insane.
There's no reason to give it.
But they come and go so fast, and you laugh at them.
Chocolate Joey sucks. I don't give a shit about
Chocolate Joey sucks, but like he's in it for like 2 seconds. He's not like a Shelly.
Shelly sucks ass too.
Yeah, but like he at least Chocolate Joey is in there for 2 seconds. He comes and goes, and he gets brutally murdered if you don't like him. Honestly,
But it's
not
okay,
even
but
like
it's not
played as a
even-
joke. It's like
He doesn't even get
it's
murdered
pretty
by fake
serious.
Jason. He doesn't even get murdered by fake Jason. He just
Yeah.
gets murdered by some fuck ass named Vic.
If you can't tell,
And he gets killed away right away in the first one.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I like these 3 a lot more than the first 2.
4 and 6 are better.
mean, the first 3,
4
I
and
mean.
6 are better than 1 and 2 and 3, but 5 is definitely worse than.
But if you have to
1 and 2 and
choose,
3.
if you had to choose either 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6.
I'll choose 4 and 6.
For Friday the 13th Part 6, Liam put it on the top shelf. I put it in the middle. So, it's time to pitch our own Friday the 13th movie. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Yeah, I am. Let's get going.
All right. So the previous episode, Justin, shout out Justin, he FaceTimed us, and he said 2 numbers, right?
Yeah.
You remember? Okay, you were 2, I was
2.
8. We're going to figure out where our Friday the 13th movie takes place in by the numbers he chose. I have 7 settings, 7 different settings, set in 7 different decades to make it even more interesting. A 1950s summer camp, 9 and 13. 1960s Hollywood, 10 and 11. Set in a 1970s suburb, that's 5 and 6. And 1980s ski resort, it's 2 and 12. So that's you, Liam. 1990s shopping mall, 3 and 7. 2000s dorm room, that's 1 and 4. What I have to do is 2010s Hawaii. I said ski resort. That's not supposed to say that. Hawaii resort. I don't know why I said ski resort.
Are we skiing on fucking lava or some
Hell
shit?
yeah, man. Have you ever played SS Tricky?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it'll be like that. Shout out SS Tricky, one of the
Tony Hawk's
best
Downhill
fucking
Jam.
snowboarding games ever.
I really like the idea of having a 1980s ski resort. I'm going to base it around the game Until Dawn, which is a ski resort.
Yeah.
Except just put it back in the 1980s and boom, you have a sick ass.
Is it a busy ski resort or is it like a abandoned?
It's abandoned.
Oh, it's an abandoned ski
Yes.
resort. Oh,
Yes. Dude,
I didn't put that there, but I was thinking more like
You just gave me the setting.
Yeah.
You didn't mention.
That is very
you gave
true.
Me the setting. You didn't mention anything about the setting.
that is
other than
very
where it
true.
and what it is.
So keep that in your pocket. But now we're gonna get to
Oh, I have a whole idea, bro.
the cast, and
Go ahead.
we're on a budget. You have $12. You have to choose 4.
Oh, I see some new names. Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do male and females. Obviously, they're gonna fit certain tropes. So we have the final girl. We have the final girl's friend. We got the mean girl, the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's not 2 things. That's the same thing. The mean girl / the bitch. That's probably what I should have said. And the wild card, which could be any type of thing that you want to do with the character. Set at $6, we have Florence Pugh. You might know her from Midsummer. You also might know her from
Fighting with My Family.
Yeah, she plays Paige in Fighting with My Family. Shout out that movie.
Shout
That
out
is actually a really
Justin.
good movie. Anya Taylor-Joy,
The Witch.
The Witch, Split, The Menu. She's really popular. That's why she's up here. So, and Zendaya. She's in a little film called Spider-Man: No Way Home. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen it a couple times.
Yeah. Or a $5 category. Jenna Ortega.
I feel like you should.
No stranger for horror. You know what I
You should
mean?
have put Jenna Ortega in 6 and Zendaya in 5. Honestly.
I don't know. Zendaya's in the biggest fucking movie in the world. as a second lead.
But Jenna Ortega, like, she's nailing horror roles right now.
That's true. She's also in the biggest Netflix movie in the world.
Series.
I don't know. That's just me thinking movies are better than streaming. Madeline Klein. You know who that is?
No.
She look familiar?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Outer Banks?
No.
Very cheesy, very over the top, like Netflix show. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Oh, she's in Stranger Things apparently too. I didn't know that. Sadie Sink. Speaking of Stranger Things, also in The Whale, really good.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney, Euphoria, White Lotus, and the new Madam Web movie.
Madam Web.
Madam Web. Millie Bobby Brown.
Interesting.
Also from Stranger Things.
I mentioned that you put it in the 5s. Ethan, I think you put better choices in 5.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe that's the film bro in me putting like Florence Pugh and like Anya Taylor-Joy.
Okay, I'll give you this. Anya Taylor-Joy and Jenna Ortega deserve to be in the 6.
Listen, I'm just talking about like horror movies. Jenna Ortega would be in
also,
like she's in a lot of horror movies already.
Move on to 4, because I have a bone to pick. Move on to 4. Who's the first name of 4?
Mia Goth.
Mia Goth
Yeah.
in 4. Are you shitting me?
Do you know how much Pearl was? Do you know how much Pearl was? It was a $1 million movie.
Bro.
She's not that expensive to get.
Mia Goth,
I don't know. This is all hypotheticals, man. I don't know how much these realistically, like how popular these actresses are, especially nowadays when you can't even figure out like what is an actual movie star. How popular is a person really?
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay, let's just get through the fucking actresses. So that way we can start.
Mia Goth, X, Pearl, Cure for Wellness, High Life, Suspiria, and the new Infinity Pool. That looks really good. Maya Hawke. Her. Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Daughter of Mia Hawke, Nepo baby. Daughter of, not Mia Hawke. I don't know why I said Mia Hawke. I'm thinking of Mia Wallace. I'm thinking of Uma Thurman, who is her mother, and Ethan Hawke, who is her father. She looks strikingly like Uma Thurman. She's also in Once Upon a Time. Did you know Sydney Sweeney was also in Once Upon a Time too?
I know you said that before. I didn't know.
Yeah. Samara Weaving. Really underrated film called Ready or Not. She's the lead in that. I think she's in like a thing called The Babysitter as well, but she's also in Babylon. She's the girl who gets replaced by Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she kind of looks like Margot Robbie.
Yeah, that's her right there in Babylon.
Guns Akimbo.
Oh, Guns Akimbo. Maybe we should start looking at the IMDb just to see like what other things
Bill
that
and
I don't
Ted
know.
Face the Music.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
I didn't know she was in that.
I don't know either.
There it goes, The Babysitter Killer Queen. That was the thing I was referencing before. But Ready or Not is a really underrated movie.
I haven't seen
Y'all should see it. Alexa Deming from Euphoria.
Yep. I know Alexa Deming.
Also in a lot of like A24 movies. Olivia Cook, our girl from Game of Thrones.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
She's a little. So compared to the other actresses so far on this list, she's older. She's noticeably older.
I don't think so. She's what? Oh yeah, she's 30.
Oh, what the fuck? No, never mind. She's younger.
Yeah, she's younger.
What the?
She's pretty young. She looks. Yeah.
Dude, she's younger than Alexa Deming.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
That's true.
Alexa Deming's in her 30s.
Oh, that's true.
So is she.
But like I know what you mean. But like
Olivia Cook.
It's just the character she's playing in Game of Thrones.
That's why.
She's playing a mother in Game of Thrones, so it's you expect her to be a little older. She's also in Sound of Metal. Oh yeah, she's the ugly girl, quote unquote ugly girl in Ready Player One. Like what? Give me a break. Thoroughbreds, a really underrated movie that she's also in with Anya Taylor-Joy, another one on the list. And then we get to our $2, so we're jumping the $3, going
this
straight
is
to $2.
where you gotta pull people. So
yeah, this is when I have to pull up the names more often. Joey King recently starred in Bullet Train, but also a really famous for The Kissing Booth. And she's also one of the little girls in The Conjuring.
That's why I remember the face.
Yeah, but you want to know a crazy other crazy thing? You wouldn't believe what she's in. Where is it?
Whoa! The Dark Knight. She's the person who runs out of the prison. She's the fucking young girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It blew my mind too because I'm like, holy shit.
Dude, first of all, she looks like a boy in that.
Well, she's supposed to because it's
boy,
Bane. Yeah. Also in Horton Hears a Who, if you remember that. Yeah. Joey King.
That's cool.
She's also in a really shitty movie called Wish Upon. She has a lot of horror movies, so she fits in here.
Might be a fit for $2, man.
Rachel Zegler, West Side Story.
Yeah, she's the main actress in that one.
She's gonna be Snow White in the Snow White live action movie.
Sorry,
but
I
who
don't give a
cares?
fuck about Disney live action movies.
There's a new Hunger Games coming out. Hold on.
Also, don't care about that. Either.
What? The Ballad of Songbird Snake and
Looks
Snakes.
stupid. Sorry, I look stupid.
I completely forgot Hunger Games was
Hunter
like
Schafer's in this. Peter Dinklage is in this. What the fuck?
Viola Davis. Wait, this has like a crazy.
Hunter
Wait, this
Schafer?
has a crazy cast. What? I'm like, this is probably not gonna be good,
Whoa,
honestly.
that's a weird cast.
I know this guy. This guy is in like a lot of
That guy's-
Christopher Nolan
You
movies.
want to talk about Dark Knight Rises? There you go.
Rachel Sennett.
Don't know who this is.
I kind of want to just show you a clip.
Bodies.
Yeah, she's in Bodies. She's probably the standout in that movie, but also in Shiva Baby, which is really funny.
A podcast takes a lot of work, okay? You have to organize the guests, you have to do a Google Calendar, and you build a following. It takes a long fucking time, and I've been working on it for a while.
Maria Bakalova, who's
Yeah.
also in Bodies, but also in Borat, Oscar nominee, which is kind of crazy for Borat. Yeah, she's in the new Guardians as Cosmo the space dog.
That's a voice.
Yeah, it's a voice, but even still.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Spoilers for Guardians 3. I don't know if everyone's waiting for Cosmo the space
just
dog
not
to make
waiting.
an appearance.
Just not waiting for
Someone's like, "Fuck, you spoiled it for
You
me."
spoiled it.
Camila Mendez, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is the Riverdale.
She's
girl.
the Riverdale girl.
So I have not seen Riverdale, but
Oh, she's in Palm Springs too, which is really funny movie with Andy Samberg. We have
Young-
another Got character. I specifically picked
young
Got.
Rhaenyra.
I specifically picked Got characters because
That's
I
fine.
know what you're into. You know,
That's fine.
you'll recognize these
This,
actors.
this is an interesting choice.
She's not in much besides Game of Thrones, so this would be like her
Hey,
first
she's
leading
awesome.
role.
She's awesome in House of the Dragon.
Catherine Newton.
Okay.
Freaky is a movie that is like Freaky Friday, but if you swap with a serial killer and you swap bodies with
I've seen
a
the
serial
trailer. I've
killer,
seen the trailer for this. Yeah.
it's pretty funny. Vince Vaughn plays like the murderer, which is like very weird casting, but it works.
She's in Detective
Detective
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
I forgot that movie existed.
I honestly did too.
I forgot that movie came out.
A fucking Pokemon movie came out and no one cared.
I mean, people did care, but the hype died down
The
immediately
hype
after.
immediately.
I mean,
She's also in
if I-
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
If I gave a shit
or
about
she's gonna be in
Marvel-
Ant-Man and the
If
Wasp.
I gave a shit about Marvel movies, then I would care more.
Um,
But I just don't give a shit about Marvel movies.
plays
anymore.
what's it, Paul Rudd's son.
Okay, so she
daughter, I
has
mean.
she has an interesting portfolio.
Yeah,
Elena Haim, the name.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the yeah.
from Licorice Pizza. A really good movie, but she's not in anything because she's actually a singer songwriter
Oh, wow.
who just PTA just was a fan of and decided to cast her in this movie. So,
All right.
but she's really good in it, so that's why she's in it.
I
And
know
here-
Barbie. I know Barbie Ferreira.
Yeah, Euphoria. She's also in Nope. She makes a little cameo in Nope.
Interesting.
Mickey Madsen, you know her
yep, yeah.
from Once Upon a Time. She's
This
also
is
in
the type of
Scream
girl-
too.
This is the type of girl where like I could imagine picking her for the wild card if I need one, because I could use her as a really really good like death scene girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. I probably shouldn't have told you that to make
Yeah.
a better movie.
Honestly, yeah. I was
And
like
then
thinking-
okay,
And then we have shit.
yeah, the last one,
Yeah, who's it?
which is
oh
dude, see you're tripping for the $1 for her, man. You're tripping.
she hasn't been anything. The only other thing she's been in that I've
Well,
seen
say who it is. You didn't even say it.
Oh shit! It's Masande
Masande.
Masande
Sunday.
Natalie Emmanuel from
she was in Furious 7.
I think she's all in the Fast and Furious movies. I believe she
haven't
shows up
seen-
in
I haven't seen anything past Tokyo Drift.
Oh, maybe she does just appear in Furious 7. I don't know. She's also in the Maze Runner. Yeah, she is. She's a regular in the Fast and the Furious movies, and I
haven't
just
seen
never
anything- I have
even
not seen
realized.
anything past Tokyo Drift.
She shows up in the 7th one first. In one of her first movie roles, actually.
Good for her, because that's a fucking steal.
But
for $1.
I guess I've seen her in that, and I've seen her in The Invitation that came out this year or last year, actually,
year.
2023. It's 2023, but last year, it was alright. It was like a vampire movie. It's like a chick flick, low key though.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip a coin, and then that'll decide who picks first.
This is like an elimination thing, so if you pick, I can't pick.
I pick, you pick, I pick, you pick. Yeah, you know.
Okay, that makes it a little more interesting.
All right.
I definitely should not have told you about Elena Haim or Mikey Madison. I mean,
Okay. Heads or tails?
Heads.
All right, it's heads. So you go first.
All right. So
Or do you want to go last?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Honestly, I think we're gonna have totally different movies anyway. I'm picking Sydney Sweeney first.
Okay.
Sydney
As
Sweeney first.
what role?
So she is going to be my mean girl, the bitch.
I'm gonna go with Alana Haim as the final girl. Yeah, I really liked her in Licorice Pizza, and she just gives that final girl energy. She has like an attitude to her. I feel like that would make a good final girl, so that's why I'm gonna pick her.
I'm picking Mia Goth.
So
Mia
you're
Goth
at
for $4.
Yeah.
So I have Sydney Sweeney as my mean girl / the bitch. Who do you think I'm gonna cast Mia Goth as?
The wild card.
No.
What?
No?
The final girl?
Mia Goth is going to be the final girl's friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Interesting choice.
Oh, just wait.
My next pick will be Jenna Ortega.
Okay.
I know that's an easy pick.
So you have Jenna Ortega and Elena Haim. You have Elena Haim as your final girl. Who is Jenna Ortega
Final
playing?
girl's friend.
Final girl's friend.
Yeah.
We both have bigger characters than our, like, for our, like, supporting cast, we have bigger characters than our final girls.
You have two big characters. You have Sid. Oh yeah, you haven't picked your final girl
yeah.
yet. That's right.
That's
right.
I already told you my final girl.
Yeah, that's
last
right.
Time.
Okay, so who do you have next?
Final girl, Natalie Emanuel for $1. Me Sunday.
That was such a good fucking choice, man.
Yes, it was.
That's a good fucking choice.
I think you're fucking insane that you put her at $1.
Yeah, she's a good final girl, but Alana Haim's a good final girl.
I just need to put some context in this. So
Yeah.
I am basing this off of Missandei because I don't know her for anything else.
I mean, I'm
But
telling you
Missandei-
that movie, The Invitation. She's like, it's a horror movie, so she basically kind of plays like a final girl in that.
she is going to be what Missandei was in Game of Thrones, where she is smart, but she's also very innocent, and she doesn't really belong there. Yet sometimes with final girls, that's what works out.
I'm gonna pick Rachel Sennett. She's just hilarious, and but she is kind of sassy as well. So she's going into the mean girl bitch category for
Okay.
me.
I'm stuck in the $2 and $1 category, which is totally fine. Because guess who else I'm picking for my wild card spot? Mikey Madison can pull off a really fucking good death scene.
And my last choice is going to be Alexa Demi.
But so this is why I'm kind of surprised though, because
Yeah.
that means you're taking Alexa Demi as your wild card.
I'm gonna explain that wild card pick a little later. And let's move on to our actors. The actors here are not, I believe, are not as good as caliber actors as I put in the
And the actresses.
actresses.
That's fine.
And it's hard to find younger actors than younger actresses, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, that's how Hollywood is. Regardless,
Okay.
we have the nerd / prankster,
Okay.
the love interest for our final girl. There's just the boyfriend, of one of the characters.
We can make it.
You can make it
anything
anything you want.
Okay.
And then the wild card.
Okay.
For $6 category, we have Timothée Chalamet. I don't think I need to introduce him.
You
or
don't,
anything
you,
like
you
that.
don't need to introduce any.
Harry Styles. Yeah, you might have heard of him. Tom Holland also might have heard of him. Austin Butler.
None of these guys do either.
Elvis. Once Upon a Time. It's great. Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Sweet Life on Deck.
I'm just thinking of the haunted episode in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody now.
This is a disaster. Who is that guy? Esteban?
Esteban.
Okay. Pete Davidson. Dylan Minnette. 13 Reasons Why. I think he's also in a band. But he's also in Scream, too.
Oh,
So
really?
I chose
know that.
a lot of people from Scream, the most recent one.
That makes sense.
Bill Skarsgård, you know who that is. Oh, Jack Quaid, also in Scream, but he's Huey from The Boys, if you know who that is.
Okay,
If you
so
know
I-
if you
so
ever
I
seen The
haven't-
Boys.
I've only seen the first episode of The Boys.
Yeah.
But
Do you remember him?
I know the
Yeah.
actor. I know
Yeah.
the actor.
Joe Keery. In my opinion, a just as good
this is-
a musician
Okay, so this is
as
the-
he is an actor. Have you ever seen Spree?
No.
It's funny. He's in that. Ansel Elgort, Baby Driver,
Okay. Yep.
West Side
I
Story,
knew the name sounded familiar.
Divergent. Ugh, do you remember those movies?
I never saw Divergent.
I never saw it either. Noah Centineo.
Who is this?
You know the face? Probably. Yeah, typical like Netflix teenager, like he's in all of these movies.
This
these
guy.
types of movies.
This guy.
You know what I
could be
mean?
The love interest.
To All the Boys I Loved Before. Perfect date.
This
Sierra
seems like
Burgess is a loser.
this seems like a typecast.
And then
guy.
Black Adam as
this guy's
Adam
a
Smasher.
This guy's a typecast. type of
Yeah.
guy.
Black Adam, that was a movie that came out last
I
year.
did not give a fuck about it. I didn't see it. Fuck Marvel movies. So this
It's
is
actually DC.
Oh wow, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck both, dude. I don't give a shit about any of the DC movies or Marvel movies that are coming
Hey,
out.
Batman was good. Let's hold on there.
But like that's a one-off though. Or maybe
It's actually not.
Maybe not.
It's actually not. And they're making a Joker too. Did you know that?
Here's the thing.
With Lady Gaga.
Here's the thing.
It's gonna be a musical
Lady
too.
Gaga.
Yeah, she's playing Harley Quinn.
What the fuck?
It's a musical too.
Joker 2
Joker 2
with Joaquin.
with Joaquin Phoenix.
What about the Joker that's introduced in the Batman?
Yeah, I had
Is
that was
he-
like one of the biggest issues I had in the Batman
Yeah,
was just
I
the
didn't-
shoe-in Joker thing. That was so unnecessary. But regardless,
Anyway,
we have
you know what's unnecessary?
yeah.
Adding in so many Euphoria characters, although I'm glad you added Jacob Elordi because
Yeah.
Jacob Elordi could go perfectly. And
Dude, the Euphoria characters could be in a Friday the 13th. They're just perfect
look
breeding for like kills. man.
They're stereotypical Friday the 13th characters. Jacob
Exactly.
Elordi, Alexa Demi, and Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya are fucking perfect for horror movies.
I think there's one more Euphoria character. We're not done yet. But we have Alex
shit.
Wolff from the Naked Brother band. If you don't recognize him
No, I
from
know.
that.
I know.
But he's also in Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Yeah, our boy
Fuck
from Hereditary.
Yeah. Oh,
And
man.
also in Old, which is I think a really underrated
I
M.
have
Night
not seen Old.
Shyamalan
I'm
movie.
interested to see Old as well.
Jumanji as
This
well.
is a good pick. This is gonna be
Yeah.
a crucial pick. Caleb McLaughlin.
Yeah. Stranger Things. Lucas from Stranger Things. You know who he is. Logan Lerman, the Lightning Thief. Perks for being a wallflower.
This is his name?
Logan Lerman. Yeah, that's
Fury.
such a
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, holy shit, dude.
I always got
Fury's-
him and Dylan Minnette kind of confused. They looked very similar,
Yeah.
but they're two different people.
This might be a good pick for a boyfriend.
Also in Bullet Train
I've not
alongside
seen-
Joey
haven't seen
King.
Bullet Train. But Perks of Being a Wallflower and Fury, he's fucking great in both those movies.
Ross Butler. Speaking of Black Adam, he plays one of the Marvels in the Marvel family. Not Marvel, Captain Marvel. I'm saying Shazam. Captain Marvel is his original name, but again, another Netflix typical love interest. Typecast thing.
Type character.
Chase Stokes, Outer Banks, the main guy. Austin Abrams,
I'm lost right now.
also from Euphoria. He's Ethan from Euphoria.
Yeah. Holy
But
shit.
what's weird about that, because in Euphoria he plays like the nerdy, but like in everything else he's like the bully, or he's like the cool kid. Scary Stories You Tell in the Dark.
Yeah.
Do Revenge, which is like a
could be
Netflix
an
movie.
This could be an interesting pick for us.
Yeah, he's definitely like a
contemplate
Crispin
him.
Glover category.
Yeah, that should have been a category. You should have just named
Yeah.
it. You should have just named one Crispin
Crispin
Glover.
Glover. That's kind of like the wild card, low key. Oh,
Oh shit.
Yeah,
The brother from Stranger Things.
Jonathan from Stranger Things. Charlie Heston.
He was good. He was good in that first season.
Ethan.
All I've seen is the first season of Stranger Things.
Also, New Mutants, which was
I didn't see
not
that.
good, but the cast was good. Like Anya Taylor-Joy was also in it, and Macy Williams. It kind of fell flat in the end.
This guy is a good pick.
Yeah. Harris Dickens.
I don't know who this is. Well, he's in The King's Man.
I might have picked the wrong fucking guy. Oh,
That makes it more interesting.
no, he's in Trial and Goal of Sadness, a recent movie I've seen. If you couldn't tell, this was like a last minute thing. He just looked like a guy who would be in like Friday the 13th.
Looks like he'd be a jock character.
Yeah. Yeah, he's that guy in Triangle of Sadness. Kind of looks like Ryan Gosling a little bit.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Jawline.
I was gonna put her in it, but unfortunately she passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's a model in the movie, and
Shari B. Dean?
yeah, Sherry B. Dean. But
Sounds like a Impractical Joker's name.
it was pretty good. I had my problems with it, but it was a pretty good movie. Remember Super 8? Oh, he's all grown up, and he's in like the Kissing Booth movies now. He's also in Fuck the Prom, made by the Fine Brothers. Not the greatest track record in like movies with him, but
not the
at least he's
greatest
in
track
Super 8. You know what I mean? That's a good movie, at least. It was over 10 years ago, but oh, he's in The Empty Man too? That's an underrated horror movie. Yeah, that's an underrated one. My first choice is Alex Wolff as the love interest for The Final Girl.
All right, I'm just gonna go with the safe choice here because I know what I'm gonna do with him. I'm going with Jacob Elordi for $2. I am definitely gonna go for the love interest for our final girl.
Oh,
and I have a fucking whole storyline brewing.
Okay.
And if you know Euphoria, then you know you know exactly.
Timothy
where I'm gonna
Chalamet is going to be the wild card for me.
go. Okay, so you're already $8 here. I want to go with big stars for my supporting cast, and so I'm gonna have for the nerd prankster Pete Davidson for $5. I think this is gonna be a really good pick that pays off in the end for me because if you notice. I
forgot he was honestly on there. I forgot he was
Pete,
on there.
Pete
I would have
Davidson is
picked him. I would have.
I'm gonna go for a good amount.
God damn it!
I'm trying to go. Well, I mean, Alex Wolff is a great pick though.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with like a good amount of seriousness, drama, but then also
Wild card.
schlockiness.
Yeah.
And Pete Davidson as a prankster in this fucking movie, dude. Imagine Josh from Until Dawn. Imagine something like that. Like if you know the characters in that movie and if you know the premise of it, I'm kind of like heading like pretty far down that road. So I'm having Pete Davidson for $5
damn it,
as
dude.
the prankster / the nerd. That's a good choice. You're gonna regret not taking that one.
I guess.
Timothy Chalamet, like the issue is this is a Friday movie, right? So I'm trying to imagine Timothy Chalamet in a wild card spot now. You
I don't know why.
about it.
It was a shoot for stars. I may have. I may have instantly regretted
You're gonna need
it.
to think about where you're gonna put Timothy Chalamet.
I'm gonna pick. Oh, shit. I might have fucked myself over. I didn't realize how many shitty picks there are for like the guys here. I guess I'll pick. I'll pick Austin Abrams.
Yes, good.
As the. That's a little typecasting, but whatever.
That's fine.
As the nerd prankster.
I want some. So I have Pete Davidson as the prankster, right?
Yeah.
And Pete Davidson is going to offer that nice moments of horsing around, maybe trying to get with Mia Goth's character, who's the friend of
That's an awkward flirting scene.
Natalie Emmanuel.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I want to have a bit of a more serious boyfriend. Someone who's going to really someone who can sympathize with the audience or who the audience can sympathize with. Someone that's proven in the past that they can be like a character who's really like, very just selfless. And you know who's a very selfless person on this list?
Who?
My boy, Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Logan Lerman.
Logan Lerman as my boyfriend.
Sure. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to put this Joel Courtney character. I know you haven't seen the Kissing Booth movies, but he is the most annoying fucking character you can ever imagine. And I have a plan for him. So he's going to be the boyfriend.
My male wildcard spot will be Charlie Heaton.
Yeah, I knew it. Or you have to cast one of these people as the authority character.
Okay, go over the... Okay, so
yeah.
So authority character, you mean like either like
a sheriff,
the sheriff,
or like I said, if a ski resort, maybe it would be like a mount, like someone who like is, and you know what I mean. Like for me, a Hawaii resort, it would be like the tenant.
Ethan,
you know what I mean?
Ethan, I already know.
So we're gonna flip a coin to choose what we want from this.
Okay. Oh man! Oh god! These are you should have had these from the guys, man. That would have been great. Brendan Fraser.
All right.
I'm just imagining the whale at a Hawaiian ski resort. I'm imagining Brendan Fraser.
All right. I guess let me go over this the cast of characters.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea first.
We have David Harbour.
Well, maybe explain like. Oh, I guess you already.
Yeah, I did explain. It's like like I said, like for me, if we're in a Hawaii resort, it would be like the manager. For you, it would be like maybe a police officer or like a sheriff or something like that. Or like an owner, whatever you want it to be, essentially. But it has to make sense.
I know exactly what mine's gonna be.
So we have David Harbour, Daniel Craig. I don't know why I put S.
Daniel Craig's.
Daniel Craig's. Brendan Fraser, Kid Cudi, Vince Vaughn, Paul Dano, and Audrey Plaza. Interesting picks. Yeah, I only did it because he was an ex, so why not? And he's trying to be an actor now, so pick
Tails.
Tails?
Yeah.
All right. Just heads. So I go first. I'm gonna pick Audrey Plaza as the hotel manager in this Hawaii resort.
Interesting. Let's see what Audrey Plaza and Timothy Chalamet are gonna be doing in your fucking movie. Until Dawn, dude. I'm really.
Yeah, can you explain what Unto Dawn actually
Until
is?
Dawn.
If you don't know.
Until Dawn is a horror game where it takes place in a lodge, similar to what like a ski resort would be.
And it's cool. It's like choose your own adventure, right?
Yeah. So it's a choose your own adventure, like choose your fate. It's perfect because like it falls right into a Friday the 13th type of vibe because there's a mysterious killer at first, but then it turns into there's a twist.
Well, yeah, don't get into it.
There's a twist in the game, but it turns into more supernatural shit. However, the characters are extremely Friday. Like it's literally like you could tell that they were watching Friday the 13th.
Have you played the Friday the 13th game?
Yeah,
by the way, I can't believe we didn't even mention it.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Unfortunately, like I said in the first episode, since the franchise is in like limbo, they can't even update the game because of rights.
That's so stupid. All right.
Yeah, so who are you gonna choose as for your
So-
authority character?
If anyone knows how Until Dawn goes, the main character is a little. He has issues that definitely need to be worked out. And what character in recent film memory has issues that needs to be worked out on this list? I can see one right now that's going to work perfectly as the authority character. Quotes around authority.
Okay.
I'm choosing Paul Dano as my authority character.
Wow, he had a big year this
He had
year.
a huge
Fablemans,
huge year.
the Riddler,
Is going so you have Audrey Plaza playing your hotel
manager.
your manager.
Yeah.
Paul Dano is going to be the maintenance / upkeep / owner of the ski resort. The one that
Okay.
my
Creepy.
characters reached out to.
Yeah.
And then Paul Dano's character is the one who says
Like an X situation with the Harold.
Harold.
Yeah, Arnold.
Harold. That's a good pick, isn't it?
Is his character going to be like something like Prisoners, that type of creepy thing? I'll save it.
Or is he going to be There'll Be Blood type Paul Dano?
Or
Will he be the
Paul
Fableman's Paul Dano? Or he's a cuck.
Oh man,
Paul
poor
Dano's
Steven Spielberg's
awesome.
dad.
Yeah,
Rip.
really.
So
That's a good pick.
a
right
recent trend in just Hollywood in general is just going back to the legacy characters and bringing them
there.
back.
Terminator, Dark Fate, whatever the fuck
Well,
it's called.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens is the first one to really start that trend, and it even bled into horror. And I'm talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
The new Texas Chainsaw. Since Sally is already dead, like the actress who played Sally in the original, they just cast another actor to play old Sally in the new one. There's actually a new Texas Chainsaw that came out last
know
year
that.
that came straight to Netflix. People hated it. I didn't think it was that bad.
I
didn't think it was that bad.
I like Texas
It's
Chainsaw
pretty,
Massacre.
yeah, it's pretty schlocky, but it was fun. So we're gonna continue that trend and bring back one of the only two surviving characters of the series. We have Jamie from the first movie, no, second movie. We either have to choose to bring back her or bring back Tommy.
Tommy fucking Jarvis.
Since I chose first, you get to choose the first for this one.
Okay. So this is interesting because if you look at all my male characters, right, there are none that could really like. I guess Jacob Elordi could get violent if we're basing off Euphoria, but the thing is like he's the love interest, and I don't think the love interest wins a lot of the time. I think the love interest usually is the one who dies. Like he dies trying to save the girl.
Yeah. Oh, he's killing me.
Which makes me lean towards choosing Tommy to come back for the fight.
Who you picking?
I'm gonna screw you over here and I'm gonna go with Tommy.
I kind of wanted Jamie, so that's good.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Your movie is either 81 minutes or 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Go ahead, Ethan. What do you want? There's no way you're making
2
this
hours and 15 minutes,
For yours?
baby.
You're fucking yourself over.
You don't understand
You're fucking yourself
what
over.
this movie is going to be.
Fine, 81 minutes. I'd rather have
Yeah.
81 minutes.
One night or multiple nights.
Yours in Hawaii ski resort?
Yeah.
Hawaii resort?
Resort, yeah.
Yours doing multiple nights. I'm trying to I'm going to fuck you over with this last pick.
Okay.
I'm going to try to see how it can mess up your idea. Yours is a 2-hour, 15-minute movie. So you know what? I'm gonna make yours a little bit harder. So I'm gonna take the multiple nights.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Really? Fuck you, dude. That was the one thing that I was like hoping I had is the fucking multiple nights thing, dude.
No.
Fuck you, man.
Nope.
Ah.
Oh, it's about to be.
You know what?
Dude,
Oh my
mine's about to
God.
be Until Dawn and Shining
man.
to the fucking max, dude.
All right. Well, it's time to pitch our movie.
Since my film is over 2 fucking hours long, it's gonna be a lot of build up, so bear with me. But I'll keep it brief. It's 5 a.m. The sun's about to go up. Off the coast of a beautiful tropical island, we see a slimy silhouette come out of the ocean, right? Cut to black.
So Friday the 13th in Hawaii. All right?
A 2-hour, 15 movie.
All right. Think White Lotus, but as a slasher movie. Think Glass Onion, but like a slasher movie. I'm pitching like an Eat the Rich satire.
The Menu.
The Menu, yeah, that type beat. Or even Triangle of Sadness. I mentioned that before.
Okay.
So Alana Haim is not a guest in this resort. She actually works there.
Who is Lana Heim for you?
Licorice Pizza, she's the final
No.
girl.
Okay,
Yeah, she's the final girl. She works there. She's been working there for, I don't know, let's say 2 months. She hates it, but she got to pay off those student loans. But then she finds out that one of her friends is going on vacation, Jenna Ortega, and it's going to be at her place. She calls her up. She's like, hey, we could meet up together. We should party one last night. It's like, oh, I'm actually off that night. So since you actually, made my movie into one night, so now I have to do it one night. So she gets all her plans cleared to like party with her friend Jenna Ortega at night. She brings along a few friends. So the mean girl, Rachel Sennett. Oh, Alex Wolff is also on the trip. Everyone's going with Jenna Ortega. These are all Jenna Ortega's
he's
friends.
Your boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Who is he the boyfriend of?
No, he's not the boyfriend. He's the love interest of Alana Haim's character. The boyfriend? Oh, who's going to be... I guess Jenna Ortega's dating... shit, who did I pick again?
Yeah, you gotta pull up your...
Oh, yeah, Jenna Ortega's dating Joel Courtney. I'm thinking he should play like a preppy... Like, he's the one who even got the vacation in the first place. He's the one that... He comes from a rich family. I'm thinking he complains a lot to the workers at the resort. You're just waiting for him to get killed. And if you've seen him in anything besides Super 8, you'll know he's just like the perfect like whiny like who just like would complain about stuff like that. Austin Abrams, he plays a nerd in Euphoria, so might as well play a nerd here. Who's my wild card again? Shit.
Your wild
card was Timothy Chalamet. That's right.
Most expensive pick either one of us has taken, and you forgot his role.
Dude, I fucked up so.
You said the whole thing.
Dude, I fucked up so bad.
Said his part the whole.
Listen, I forgot Pete Davidson was on here. I would have just picked Pete Davidson, and I would have had enough to pick like Joe Curie, which would have been great. Unfortunately, it didn't fall out that way.
I was thinking ahead for mine, man.
Yeah, I really didn't think this through. What?
I'm thinking of Scooby-Doo. I'm thinking of the Scooby-Doo first movie now.
Yeah.
Like, for like the whole thing. So are you gonna have fucking what was it? Sugar?
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray's gonna start playing. The Damon-ritis.
Yo. You just unlocked the memory that the Damon-ritis from the Scooby-Doo movie. We should definitely talk about Scooby-Doo, like with like Noah or something like that. Like,
fuck yes.
Wouldn't it be perfect? Like Scooby-Doo 1 and 2 and Surf's Up.
Monsters Unleashed. Let's have another animated movie or like a shitty live action.
Cat in the Hat.
That's bad.
We're getting way off topic here. I'm thinking a shish kebab kill would be great.
Shish kebab kill.
Something like involving
final
hot
fight,
water
final fight
in like
the
a
volcano.
spa or something
Final
like that.
fight in the volcano.
Yeah, we can do like a Northman recreation scene where Alana Haim fights Jason on top of a volcano. That sounds like
Timothy
fun.
Chalamet's like paragliding in or some shit. Like,
hell yeah.
Like Jurassic Park 3 type.
Oh,
vibes.
and I forgot, we had to pitch our sex scene too. Audrey Plaza and Timothy Chalamet. Everyone wants to see that. They're going to get it on.
Wonka's going to be getting his willy out.
Pure imagination.
Then now you got to go into the situation. Oh, your authority. You didn't mention your authority.
Oh, I did. Audrey Plaza is my authority. Did I forget anyone? Oh, Alexa Demi, not part of the group. She's actually an escort. She stole some money, and she has to stay for the night. She's rolling in a luxury sports car, and she looks nervous, but like she checks into her hotel. You see all the rest of the guests, and she walks into her room, and it's revealed that she stole money from people. Maybe that will be like the opening scene or something like that. So yeah, a lot of build up, a lot of BS. Honestly, I didn't have enough time to write complicated scenes and relationships. We're about an hour 15 minutes into the movie. Alexa Demi, she's about to like run away. Like the person she's running away from, they found her. She's on the run. She's running. Boom. The sun goes down. You see a little head bobble, like it looks like what a head bobbles in the ocean. She looks. She goes into the ocean. She hears like a help, help, similar to like what you see here in the first movie. Okay. And she swims. She thinks she hears a kid, but
she's
it's
naked,
not a kid.
Right? She's naked. She's
I guess she's the one doing the nudity scene. Yeah, she goes into the water, and it's kind of like similar to Jaws. You're not sure if it is Jason yet, but she is gone and she is dead.
Okay.
So yeah, mysterious death of the woman on the run. So I mentioned my Timothée Chalamet character, the wild card, right? Might as well have him be the one chasing after Alexa Demi's character. She's the one that stole his money, so that's why he's there. However, he follows Jenna Ortega, who he thinks is Alexa Demi, into her room and accidentally kills Jenna Ortega's character.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Holy shit, how?
He accidentally shoots her. Let's go with that. Yeah, I wanted a shocking kill that didn't come from Jason.
Okay.
I feel like that would have been great. And like it's a 2-hour movie, so we're going to have something more exciting than like just him killing. He's panicking. He runs away. He finds Alexis Demi's dead body on the beach. He thinks he can get away by reporting this body, so he does that. Meanwhile, the nerd who has a crush on Jenna Ortega's character, even though she's taken. So his character checks in on Jenna Ortega. Joe Courtney is too busy complaining to the manager, so that's why he doesn't go to check on her. He gets his head through a toilet, and Jason flushes it and cracks
and the water
and
twist
his body from twist his neck from his body like that and flushes it.
And then like you can have like a shot of like from like underneath the toilet, and then like
the
water comes up and it's
and
just
there's
red
blood.
water.
Yeah. Okay. So the other boyfriend, the brat, he's complaining to the manager again and again and again. Timothée Chalamet is like, hey, I found a body in the shore. They search, they go down there, and Jason, Timothée Chalamet, and he does kind of like he just pushes them, both of them, and he's like, here, and Jason, takes the machete, cuts both of their heads in half. Both of their heads go slamming into a coconut tree, and then a bunch of coconuts fall down. Like a corny kill like that. Both of their heads both hit like a coconut tree. So rip Audrey Plaza and rip Joe Courtney's character. Rest in peace. And then, yeah, Timothée Chalamet is a piece of shit who caused several deaths now. All right, Rachel Sennett's in the shower, just hot off a good fuck, and Jason turns it to hot. She runs out. She gets tangled in the shower curtains. Stab, onto the bed. More stabbing. Takes a tiki torch that's on the porch of the hotel room, lights her on fire.
Ooh.
She runs out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood style, and then his big entrance in front of everyone. There's like a big luau party. He runs out in front of the porch with a flaming machete.
That's sick.
And everyone's think Friday versus Jason. The cornfield scene. Yeah, something like that.
So there's like a pool,
and then Rachel Sennett is just dead in the.
She like falls into the pool, blood, like flyer. That's good.
So yeah, there's a crazy ass like chaotic scene. They're gonna evacuate the island, an island off of Hawaii. Yeah, when they're evacuating, both Alana Hine and Alex Wolff's character, and they have sex in like I don't know, his room.
Okay.
His room.
At the resort.
Yeah, but they don't hear about what's going on outside, and so they're alone. And the only person that is also alone that actually wants to be on the island is Timothy Chalamet's character, because he's still looking for the money that, what's her face, Alexa Demi took from him.
Try to steal.
Try to steal, exactly. They're all together, and unfortunately, you notice when they're getting chased, Timothy Chalamet's character subtly just hits Alex Wolff's character as they're climbing up the stairs. Think of like office stairs, you know? And Jason unfortunately catches up to him, steps on his ankle, like in between the stairs. Think like you know how stairs has like the indent?
Yeah.
Think
if it's open on the bottom.
Think his foot facing the parallel to the steps.
Yeah.
Think him stepping on like where his joints are.
It becomes
Yeah, it's very
That's
gross.
good.
It's gonna
That's
look
good.
very gross. He's gonna scream to the top of his lungs.
a painful death.
Alana Haim's gonna attempt to save him. Timothy Chalamet is not having it. He's still running up the stairs. It's Jason on the roof of like this big, massive. It's not gonna be quite a real volcano, but it's gonna be like a fake slide volcano. I think Universal has this new water park that has like a fake volcano. Think that.
Okay.
And
Did you meet all your criteria?
oh, Jenny has to come back.
But I'm
Shit, I
mine's
completely forgot about Jenny. Damn it, man. How am I gonna get Jenny into this picture? How about this?
Reason for going.
Like throughout the whole movie, we see like a mystery, like older woman just staring, like what's her deal?
Okay.
And but honestly, I completely forgot I had to put her in here. So she's gonna be like a last minute saving thing. Like Timothy Chalamet's gonna kill Alana Haim, gonna allow Jason to kill Alana Haim. She voluntarily throws Timothy Chalamet into like where Jason takes his head, eyeball squish,
Okay.
ear rip,
Game of Thrones Clegane Bowl type of vibes
Yeah.
right now.
ear rip, and then you just see afterwards, you see the ear rip, and then it's gonna cut, and you're gonna see like the outside of a resort slide. You're just gonna see his body parts go
That's
down.
cool. That's a good
You
one.
know,
That's a good one.
Timothy Chalamet finally gets it at
Finally
the end.
gets
I
it at
kind
the
of
end.
I was kind of inspired by Barbarian. Jason turns around and kneels before Jamie, and you notice that this old woman is in the same blue sweater
Okay.
as Mrs. Voorhees. She turns to Alana Haim's character, clearly gonna die.
Gonna die.
You see the shadow of Jason and the shadow of the machete over her face, and boom, cut to black. And that's how we end the movie.
Better.
There's your sequel bait.
There's your sequel, baby.
There's your sequel bait.
Well, guess what? Mine, we are going all out for mine. So I was left in a 1980s ski resort. Now I chose to make it a 1980s abandoned ski resort. This ski resort has some history, right? So mine is not going to be that schlocky at all. Mine is going to have a flashback sequence. It's going to have a flashback sequence.
Is this how you're starting the movie off?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is how we're starting the movie off. So it's going to be a flashback scene to this ski resort. What I'm thinking is that we're going to have a mountain next to Crystal Lake. And the teens that like would normally go to Camp Crystal Lake, they would go up into the mountains for the wintertime. In my flashback scene early on, it's going to explain that Jason went up into the mountains like he did his teleport, and he starts killing people. But he starts a fire in like the main resort, right? So that causes the main resort to get shut down. But whose character is there? Well, it's the authority figure who is being played by Paul Dano.
Paul Dano.
And Paul Dano experiences and witnesses Jason massacring like people and setting the fire. And there's gonna be a huge amount of people die. It's like a huge deal.
Yeah.
The whole ski resort gets shut down. We're not gonna have any more ski resort next to Crystal Lake. It's only gonna be the Camp Crystal. Flash forward to the 1980s. So we have 8 people who are all going up together. So unlike yours, where you have like people that were either already at the resort or were, mine are gonna be all together.
Yeah, they're all
so we're
alone.
gonna have like 2 cars mixed with people from each. Like
What's the occasion?
Like Evil Dead. What's the occasion?
Yeah.
So literally these teens want to do something in the wintertime. They're all horny.
Okay.
And they know that there's these log cabins that were surrounding the ski resort that are for sale.
Yeah.
Or for like rent. because those didn't burn down. It's just the main ski resort that burned down, and it's closed off. But you could still use the surrounding like cabins. Who's running these cabins? Well, it's the only person who would decide to stay in such a creepy haunted place next to Jason, and that's Paul Dano's character, who's like the maintenance guy now. He's overlooking the area, the groundskeeper, as you will. But he's like scarred. Imagine like Tommy Jarvis from Part 5, very, very emotionally scarred from what happened in the 60s. These kids are dumb enough to go out and reach out to him and say, listen, we'll rent out one of these log cabins next to the ski resort. So for the final girl, I have Missandei, Natalie Emmanuel. Missandei has a very close friend who is being played by Mia Goth, and Mia Goth is determined, like she's very fascinated with like the history of the ski resort. Like she wants to know like what happened, why Jason came there. Jason is a known, he's known in my universe, except he's dead. He's thought to already have been dead and buried and all this and that. Missandei, I'm just gonna keep calling her Missandei. She just doesn't want to go. Like she's a smart girl. She does know what happened, and she's like, I don't want to go there because I don't want to fuck with all this stuff. But her friend convinces her, and she also, Missandei is interested in one Jacob Elordi, who is the love interest of Missandei. However, Mia Goth does have a boyfriend, and that boyfriend is Logan Lerman. Imagine Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower, where it's like this like shy boyfriend guy, but he's really into like this quirky girl who's being played by Mia Goth. Mia Goth is like a very like bubbly, very just like adventurous type of girl. And she's like the one who's behind, you know, she really wants to rent out this cabin for the history of being next to the ski resort. The two goofballs. I'm using my wild card, Mikey Madison, as like the goofball character, and she goes along perfectly with our prankster character, Pete Davidson. They have their own thing. So the boy wild card is Charlie Heaton, who plays the brother in Stranger Things. I'm basing this off of only the first season of Stranger Things. I haven't seen the rest of it. So he's like a very quiet character, and the reason why he's like, the only reason why he's there, normally he wouldn't be interested with any of them, but he's only there because of the quirk. He's interested in Mia Goth's character, who's this like quirky girl who's really into history and is like totally into that type of vibe. He's jealous. Charlie Heaton is jealous of Logan Lerman, because Logan Lerman actually has Mia Goth, and they're a good couple. But the thing is that the quiet kid, you know, he's like, he has a thing for Mia Goth's character, who's like this very like quirky type of girl. However, the last character that I have to introduce is our bitch character, Sydney Sweeney. Okay, so she is a friend, also a friend of Mia. Mia Goth's character is going to be like, she isn't the main character. She isn't the final girl. But she's the reason why everyone is going. She's the catalyst of why
that makes sense.
Which is why it's perfect that Missandei is the final girl, because the focus isn't going to... Imagine Alien. Ripley is not... She's not really the main person until the Death Star happening. This is going to be the same way, exactly the same way with Missandei. She's going to end up being the final girl because she's smart enough, she's careful, and she's smart enough not to go fucking around with Jason.
So it's like not obvious who is going to be the end. Exactly. That's cool.
So Sydney Sweeney's bitch character, she plays herself off as wanting Jacob Elordi's character, who's the love interest, even though Missandei is interested in Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi, since he's a love interest, he's like, imagine him more like a jock. So like he's kind of there for just having like a good time. He'll talk to everybody. Jacob Elordi's character, you would think that he would have a thing for Sydney Sweeney, and Sydney Sweeney plays it off like her character has a thing for the jock type of guy. However, she's really interested in the quiet guy. She's really interested in Charlie Heaton's character.
Damn.
Charlie Heaton hates this bitch character because he's
this
the quiet
is like
guy.
An episode of Euphoria, man.
It really is. It really is. And if you've played Until Dawn, I'm basing it off.
I've seen Until Dawn. I haven't played it, but I've seen like gameplay.
You know the hot blonde who dates the jock?
I don't remember like specific characters.
So there's a hot blonde who...
Isn't there like a Remy Malik looking guy?
Yeah, Remy Malik is in it.
Oh.
Okay, so that's all the characters introduced, and if you noticed, I went into a lot of detail about like all these different side plots. The way I'm going to do it is that because it's only 81 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm doing something unique. So not only am I going to have sweeping shots for the credits, I'm going to do all the credits just in the beginning, all of them.
Yeah.
However, during the credits, I'm going to have little snippets, conversations of them in the snowplows, and you're going to see like the characters are going to look at each other, and the audience. I'm going to trust my audience on this one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little more sophisticated. So all these things are not told; they're shown. One specific cabin that is being like maintained by Paul Dano.
Yeah,
Paul Dano
super nice too. Just super nice. Just to convince people to be up there. Nice.
But like Paul Dano's this weird ass guy.
Yeah,
and he's like obsessed with Jason Voorhees. He's socially awkward. Imagine just like Paul Dano in most of his villain roles. My first kill is going to be a double kill, and it's going to be Mikey Madison and Pete Davidson, the Jokesters. The reason why it's going to be the Jokesters is because they're the first ones to deviate from the lodge, and to deviate from the log cabin, and they go and visit the ski lodge, and they're like, "Ooh, let's go fuck in the ski lodge." Like they're pranksters, and like they joke around. Like they brought like a fake Jason Voorhees mask, and they're like, "Ooh, like we're gonna jump out and get him." They're gonna get killed. The first kill.
Yeah.
They're going to get crushed. So like the big, so like lifts, like the ski lifts. They have like these like massive like cable wheels.
Yeah.
And Jason is gonna like mangle them in the wheel. It's gonna be a double kill, like a massive cable wheel. They're gonna like tie them up in the cable and just like crush them to death.
Yeah,
it's gonna be out of nowhere. Jason shows up. They go missing, and the group notices that after one night. So after one night, they don't come back to the main cabin they're staying at, and they're like, okay, we gotta go looking for him. They get discovered all like mangled up in the front of the actual ski resort, because let's say like on the second and third night, like they want to be adventurous. So
very bold for them to discover them so early on. If you really think about the Friday movies, they don't know what's going on until the very end.
So, well, here's the thing. I'm trying to build up like the storyline with Paul Dano's character, and they think it's him after discovering them.
Obviously.
So like Mia Goth's character convinces everyone else to go looking for them, and they go to the ski resort. They go back to the main cabin. And Paul Dano is dead.
Ooh, yeah, good one.
Paul Dano is dead.
Off-screen death?
Off-screen death.
Okay. How does he look?
Want to know how they find him? They're gonna find him with his throat slit, and they don't know who the fuck it is.
He could have done it himself, honestly.
Could have done it himself. Mia Goth is totally freaked out because she's obsessed with the history of this place, and she was the one who set this up, and now she's all worried because like it's going to shit, obviously.
Yeah.
People suspect that it's Charlie Heaton because he's quiet.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you could have done this because not everyone else knows. Only Mia Goth's character really knows him. So then there's some serious fighting going on, and there's not a kill for a little bit. Sydney Sweeney is trying to like, she's a little like, she likes Charlie Heaton's like weird character, the wild card guy.
This is extremely extremely
character driven. This is a character driven
for an 81-minute movie.
It is.
How are you gonna pack all this nuance into a script like this?
They're all great actors that I trust them, and I trust my screenwriters.
Okay.
So Sydney Sweeney is a little wary now of Charlie Heaton, and now Charlie Heaton is like really like he's just like by himself. He has to leave the rest of the group. The others are trying to figure out what the fuck they're supposed to do with him. This is where our third kill comes in. Charlie Heaton wants to leave, so he tries to take one of the snowplows.
Okay.
He is going to get crushed to death under the snowplow
by himself.
No, by Jason.
Oh, okay.
Jason. It's not going to be revealed.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. The audience is going to know it's Jason. However, to the kids, they don't know it's Jason yet.
Okay.
Charlie Heaton gets run over to death by a snowplow by Jason Voorhees. The people inside the lodge can hear the snowplow going, and they all run outside, and they don't. It's dark, and it's really snowy. So a blizzard comes in, right? A big blizzard.
Shit.
Snows them all in.
Yeah.
Fourth day, they go outside, and it's still a really bad blizzard. but they're starting to get cabin fever, and they're just like, we gotta go outside. You know, there's a killer somewhere. We don't know who it is. They suspect that it's Charlie Heaton. They have no idea that Jason has come back. They find Charlie Heaton's body all mangled up underneath like piles of snow. Like they just like see like blood and they see tracks.
Yeah.
And now they're really freaked out because now they know that it wasn't Charlie Heaton who killed him. It has to be someone. It has to be Jason. And Sydney Sweeney, because you know her interest died, she goes all out for Jacob Elordi. And so there was a massive blizzard, but they're close enough to another cabin to where Jacob Elordi and Sydney Sweeney go to the other cabin and fuck. They just have like a classic Friday the 13th fuck fest. Sydney Sweeney kind of seduces Jacob Elordi into doing this.
I feel like your movie's gonna be very atmospheric.
Sydney Sweeney,
like Hateful Eight.
a little bit like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney is taking a shower after their sex. Jacob Elordi is laying in bed and he's just like, oh, like I'm happy I fucked, but like at the same time I don't want to be here. I don't want to die. Because it's a ski resort.
Yeah.
He gets so you know like
a ski pole.
Yeah. He gets a double ski pole impaled into him into the bed. Keep in mind at this time, both of these characters are they just needed to get away because they know that something is up and they're scared that like Jason could be still alive.
Yeah.
But
they're just that horny.
They're that horny, which has to be Friday the 13th. They have to be.
But like how did she die?
She's still in the shower. We're going to have a shower kill for this.
How we killing
Jason is going to turn the water heater up to max. He's going to like bust this thing into...
Come on,
Stop.
really?
No, listen.
Okay.
He's going to turn that water heater on to max. And so it's going to scald the shit out of Sydney Sweeney's character. She's going to be hurting. Jason locks the bathroom door and she's like struggling to get out. She's like calling for Jacob Elordi's character's help. Because he like fucks with the water heater like it just starts a fire. And like Sydney Sweeney's locked inside the bathroom and the whole thing just burns down. We only have 3 characters left. They see the cabin burning down, but before they could even react to go to that cabin, Jason is already at this one. Jason, we're going classic, shining, busting down the door with the axe, like woodcutter's axe. They escape. There's
like a chase. All 3 of them.
This is already we're at the chase scene already because it's a short movie.
Yeah,
we're at the chase scene, 4th night. They get away from the cabin. They escape Jason. Imagine however you want they can escape Jason. The way that Mia Goth and Missandei get away is that the boyfriend dies trying to fight off Jason in like the main log cabin.
Mm-hmm.
He dies. We're gonna give him. He's just gonna get like stabbed and like Mia Goth's character will be really sad and whatever. But like. He's just gonna get stabbed with a machete, classic Friday the 13th, kill. But you can like stylize it to where like he gets like macheted and like thrown out from the top window of the cabin into the snow. I kind of want this to be like a hunting Jason. I want this to be a scary Jason, like a Friday the 13th 2009 Jason. Like he uses traps and shit and literally burned a girl alive.
Yeah,
this Jason, they're gonna be in the snow plow. The pass back down to the mountain, there's like a small avalanche, I guess, because of the fire, and they can't get out, so they have to go back up to the ski resort that's abandoned. We're going back to the ski resort. They're in the snowplow, going up to the ski resort, and they see they're like turning around. This is where it actually gets creepy and like scary. Yeah. Jason's hauling ass out of the cabin. He is hauling his ass, but like he's running to the snowplow, right? Here's how I'm gonna end it, Ethan. So basically, all throughout. Remember how mine's multiple nights, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have cards that say like the next night or whatever. But before those cards pop up, so Until Dawn has like you check back into like this like psych ward or like there's like a person talking to you at the beginning of each chapter. I'm doing something similar in mine, where guess who's in the town of Crystal Lake? Guess who's still there and he's still wary of Jason? Motherfucking older Tommy Jarvis, who's the head of the police force down there. They know that this group of teens that pass through with snowplows are going up to the mountain. They know this. Tommy Jarvis also knows the rumors about, he obviously knows Jason, but also he knows that there's a massive storm coming. So he was trying to contact Paul Dano's character, and after the second night, when Paul Dano's character didn't respond because he's dead, Tommy Jarvis was put onto alert.
Okay.
And so let's have fun with this. And he has a helicopter. There's a helicopter. There's a helicopter in the fourth movie. So let's say that there's a helicopter, and he flies it up to the mountain. Once he's worried at first.
Yeah.
But then he sees the log cabin burning in the distance. Like you could see the cabin that is.
And when you're driving up the
down.
mountain, shit like that.
You can see it from Crystal Lake. You can see it from the town of Crystal Lake.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he takes helicopter and he's like, I'm going up there to fight to see what the fuck's going on. He doesn't know that Jason's back yet. Clips of this have been sprinkled at the
this is like an actual like this could legitimately be like an actual movie. Like this is how I would see a reboot of Friday the 13th going. Honestly, besides the big stars, you would not get this cast.
Yeah, no. But I would purposely choose like unknown people.
Yeah.
But they hear the helicopter coming in, and they're like, "Who the?" They're happy that helicopter for help is coming in, and obviously Jason notices it too. The helicopter has trouble landing. He gets out. He's older, so he's a bit like slower.
Played by Corey Feldman.
Yeah, we could have like play Corey Feldman.
I don't know. I wouldn't even choose. I guess I can choose the same girl who played Jamie in the second one. Yeah, I'll go with it.
That's fine.
Who are you casting as Tommy Jarvis?
Whoever the guy in the sixth one was, but except he
actually does play Tommy Jarvis in a fan film.
The girls are running all throughout this thing, and they get split up. Unfortunately for Mia Goth's character, she gets cornered. And like she can't go any further because there's just shit everywhere.
Right.
And Jason is there.
Catches up there. Damn. Rest in peace.
You know who else also catches up?
Who?
Tommy motherfucking Jarvis.
Okay.
Tommy Jarvis catches up and has a very, very brief scuffle with Jason. Jason injures Tommy Jarvis. Tommy Jarvis gets severely injured, but he also gives Mia Goth's character a chance to escape. She doesn't. Mia Goth's character, because she's not as smart as Masande's character manages to find her way back to the snowplow, and she's waiting there, and she's like, she doesn't know like if she should leave, like she's having trouble like whether or not like to leave, but she sees Mia Goth and being chased by Jason from like outside of the ski resort, and this is like a big busted ski resort with a bunch of glass windows in the front, so you can see like what's going on inside. And so she's the final girl, and so she's independent, and she's not going to be a bitch. She's not going to leave her. So she goes back in to try and help Mia Goth's character out. Mia Goth's character dies. Jason gets to her before Missandei can help, and we're just gonna have like a sad death. So I'm just thinking like Mia Goth's character, she's not the smartest character, but you kind of feel bad.
Dude, 81-minute movie.
81-minute movie. Listen,
I'm sorry, but it's hard. You know how hard it is to care for any of these characters in 81 minutes?
You'll care for them.
So many.
Mia Goth gets a classic. Jason throws his machete into her back, launches it.
Yeah.
Because he's the hunter Jason.
So it's kind of like
launches it into her back.
We brought up Game of Thrones a lot in this episode, but I'm gonna bring up when Rickon Stark
shot in the back by Ramsay.
Yeah,
that's exactly like that. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
exactly what it is. Like she's so close to getting out of this resort, fucking machete into her fucking back.
All right, now we're down to two.
It's just Mia. It's just Missandei, a seriously injured Tommy Jarvis, and a fucking scary Jason who is injured by Tommy Jarvis, but like it's Jason, so it doesn't really matter. She takes a machete and she is attempting to fight back against the hunter Jason. This is like in like the main room of the like destroyed ski resort, right? Yeah. But if you know anything about, so like this ski resort is like on the edge of like a massive cliff, right? And on the side of it is where they found the bodies of Pete Davidson and the fucking crazy West time. In this middle, the glass is all destroyed.
That felt like forever ago.
It felt
I feel like you're explaining this in real time.
and it's
like
only
you're explaining the movie in real time. It's gonna take 81 minutes for you to get.
And it's
to
only. I'm sorry, Ethan, but like I gotta. You came with me with this idea, and I'm running with it.
Dude, I want a script, man.
I want a script too. Guess what?
Yeah.
Tommy motherfucking Jarvis, fucking bodies.
Jason.
He comes in and he fucking tackles Jason, and both of them
Shit.
fall off the fucking mountain.
Come on. Come on.
Listen. Stop.
Don't
Stop.
give me that.
But
Uh-huh.
as Masani's character is driving the snowplow away,
Yeah.
there's just gonna be a shot of like
How is this going to be
the bottom of the
presented?
cliff.
Is this like a reboot? What's in the canon?
reboot, soft
Reimagination.
reboot, soft reboot,
Yeah.
soft reboot.
All right.
So like Jason does have the history. Tommy Jarvis still has like history.
But
with
no
Jason.
movies are like officially canon. Okay.
No.
I to me, everything to Jason, Freddy versus Jason is canon.
Okay.
So this is a literal follow up to Freddy versus
Okay.
Jason, right? But dude, Jason's feeling himself. So he's going to Hawaii and he's taking his mother with him, who is
That's
Jamie.
good. That's good.
You know?
That's actually a really good twist for yours.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, no, there's no twist for mine. But the ending is just be a classic Friday ending. You know, for damn well, Jason survived that fucking fall.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he did. Of course.
How you gonna
Unfortunately-
if a hypothetical sequel?
Hypothetical sequel is that she makes it down to Crystal Lake, and it's still winter, and like it's still the same night. Like it just happened. Like it's like a direct. And then Jason also makes it down to Crystal Lake, and we're gonna have somehow, some way, we're gonna have the final fight of that second movie be in the middle of a frozen Crystal Lake. It's gonna be out in the middle of the fucking lake, and somehow like they're gonna fall into the water somehow. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but that's gonna be what it is. So Tommy Jarvis dies at the very end, but he saves Masani's character. Boom, there you go. The final shot of the movie is going to be the snowplow like driving away on a cliff like high above where Jason is, and it's going to be of the plow going away. Then it's just going to pan down. It's really, really dark, and you see Jason's mask in the snow, and that fucking mask gets picked up. Don't know by who, but you know it's Jason. But the mask gets picked up. Bam.
Ooh. I want to see both of those, man.
I want to see both those too. I'm actually really excited to see yours now as well, because you actually
Fuck yeah.
you totally flipped it around with Jamie being like the villain of the whole thing.
Not gonna lie, I was on the spot. I said I wanted to do it first. I didn't know what I was doing. I was kind of shell shocked from the Timothée Chalamet pick. So thank you, Liam. This is a long ass podcast. I hope you listened to all of it. Until next time.
Until dawn.
Until dawn. See ya.